Live! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your runner-the-know, Mr. Joe. Welcome to Rage Quit Radio, where we're about to start a new legacy game adventure with Charterstone. I'm joined by quite the motley crew this time around. Starting from my left and your right, we have Mike Brown, who is currently off camera and has to wave in. We have Jesus himself. Justin is back.
Hello.
We have Larissa.
What's up?
Who has been on 8-bit anime, and that's it? Or 8-star? 8-star, 8-bit, whatever.
Yeah, she's been on Denzi Caster, too.
Oh, that's right.
I just pop in and out.
That's
I'm an enigma.
That was for the, what was it, the Sailor Moon show
Yeah, I
as
showed
well?
up for the beginning of the
Which we've held off on finishing. We're actually waiting for you to come back.
So, hey, you have information that there will be an upcoming episode eventually when she can schedule the time.
Life is weird, man.
We have Dave the Head, whose place is currently our establishment of choice for filming today. And we have Richie, who we haven't seen in a little while, and it's good to have him back. Especially for his preference, board games.
Fresh back from Dollywood. Fresh back from his job. Not fresh from his bed, because he ain't been to sleep yet.
Sleep is overrated.
Richie, the unsleeping.
Yes.
And now you know a bit more about the behind the scenes of what's going on in our lives.
I'm so
Anyway, we're about to play Charterstone, which is a worker placement legacy game. And unlike some other legacy games that I'm aware of, this one is fully meant to keep being played after you finish the legacy campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Legacy campaign lasts, I believe,
12
games.
Yep.
Dang.
They've gone and
Didn't
printed
know it was a commitment, did you?
everything where they could. And the box for each of our charters, which we will shortly be naming, includes keeping track of your capacity, your victories, your glory, basically everything for the campaign process for the charter. As I throw my box
being
down.
attacked.
You don't like your team? Throw it on the ground.
We will shortly be naming our charters live on camera. Is there anything you wish to add, Mike, since this is your copy of the game?
Guy not appearing on camera. So...
Doesn't matter, you're still a host and they recognize you
He's
from
the
everything
guy
else.
with the hat.
Yes. So, it's from Stonemeyer Games.
Look, two people that...
Literally, the only thing that I've done is unwrap things that are supposed to be unwrapped for ease of play, and that is literally the only thing I've done. I know
like
nothing
getting all our
about this
charters
game.
out, getting our informed tokens, and victory progress tracker.
So yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Should be really interesting. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can interact with us in chat. Computer's sitting over here next to me, so that I can keep an eye on the chat room. And if you want to see these episodes after we're done live streaming them, then they will be broken up game by game, because we're going to play several games today. But they'll be done game by game over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com.
games.
Right.
youtube.com/Geek Carolina. You'll find us over there. So please go over there and subscribe, and do the same thing here on Twitch too, because we're going to start live streaming a lot of our stuff here to Twitch as we play them, and then they'll start showing up on YouTube after the fact.
So it's your prime method of getting interaction with us live.
Absolutely.
Though we do try and read comments on any of our videos on YouTube and eventually respond to some of them.
Yeah.
Reading's the
Eventually.
hard part.
The reading is very hard. Yep.
Anyway, we need to name our charters before we do anything with this game.
Do we?
Okay then. This is the fun stuff that'll get edited out of the YouTube video, probably.
I was going to say, we probably aren't going to bother doing them on the board since we'd have to figure out how to write upside down. And we don't
that,
want
or,
to do this at the moment.
It's a skill.
that or we just pass the board around.
I was going to say, we'll just write them on our charter boxes for now.
And we'll do it between games at some point.
Oh, so like we're like little tribes.
Yeah. So the basic story, as I understand it, you have the commons area here. Let's make sure the folks can see this better. The king of this village has decided to expand into various directions and make his village bigger and better and stronger. And we have been charged with doing that. So we will each have our own dominions, which are divided up by the natural landmarks here on the board. So, for instance, Richie's gold is actually right here. Green is here. That would be Joe. Purple is right here. That's Larissa. Red is right over there by Dave. I'm blue, so I'm actually over where Richie is at. So eventually we may be playing musical chairs. And then here is Jesus Land. So
The land of the grill!
There'll be a lot of
grilled
cows.
cheese.
also known as Wisconsin. So there you go. And there are little things on the board you can kind of see. It's probably really hard to see on camera, but it'll become more evident as we play. There are faint spaces here that I know get stickers as
like
we
little
go.
The hexagons will be buildings.
Yeah, and we will build more things that will be more options for us to put our workers
Like, not only
throughout
are
the
they
game.
hexes, but they're tilted to give you that 3D look.
I will say it's a very pretty game.
This very pretty.
And
It's no Tokaido.
I don't know. I don't know.
Not yet.
Not yet, it's not. This board is actually double-sided. The other side of it is identical to this. It's blank. But that's so that if you wanted to play this again, you can go buy what they call a recharge pack,
Nice.
which is everything in here, and there are step-by-step instructions to recharge the game, and you can play through it again, and then you can have 2 different maps that you can play.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, all right.
So do we have any rules, any regulations that we want to agree as a group in terms of our name scheme, or do we just want to name whatever the heck we want for our charters?
I mean, are we naming them like a tribe name?
I guess you're naming
that's
it whatever
question.
you want.
Because I was just going to call mine Red Rover.
Okay.
You can name it as a
Boom.
as a
Job
tribe.
done.
Here you go. Oh, there you go. Use that pen so we can try and make sure everything shows up well.
For the moment, we're going to be writing on our boxes, and then we will update this probably between games or when we take a break. Because I'm sure
We'll
at some
we'll
point we're
take
going
a
to take a
brief-
break just for
Yeah,
water.
we'll
bio.
take
I
a
will need
brief
food
break.
at some point.
we will be taking breaks between games, so you will see this nice little guy that says we'll be back soon. So,
Tribes or trade
Schwabba.
charter names. Charterstone, after all.
Red Rover 2! Because I'm the second, so I put Roman numeral 2 on things.
You have the pen, you therefore have the next naming.
Boosha!
Alright.
See how that worked?
Let's see. Mine is going to be called Animea.
Animam?
And a ma'am.
Animam?
That's what I heard.
Nope.
Animea.
Animea.
With that fancy E
Here, let's go back to
accent.
Richie real
Go to-
quick.
Yeah, get Richie while we're...
Richie has flattened his box.
I grant you.
So you
the
can
pen.
write on it real quick.
Yeah.
But you know.
I mean, I did the same thing. Just to write easily.
That's actually why I did
You
this.
people are so destructive.
So it's a legacy game. Just pointing that out. Here's one thing that since I
You
don't
cannot use the new.
because there's not one. For
Yes.
those of you
That
who
we
haven't
know
played
of.
legacy
Yes.
games with us before, one of the things about legacy games is also there are elements and points in the game where we will have to destroy parts of the game. You will never get them back. They never happen again. I don't know how harsh that is here in Charterstone. I know in Pandemic Legacy it's
Like,
a bitch.
Ernie died. We had to rip his card off.
He needs time to think.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Would you name your guy?
I haven't.
Are we going to have the
I
divine popedom of grilled Jesus or something to that
I'm
effect?
assuming, like, do I just name it? Like, I can. Is this supposed to be like a tribe or?
You can name it anything
Yeah,
you want.
you can have
Apparently.
anything you want, but it's effectively we're different tribes, or where we have our charters and so on and so forth. So
The Jesus
I'm
Claw
currently
tribe.
looking through famous trade charters for any other inspiration and more along that line instead of tribal lines.
I mean, if it
He's
doesn't
the
have some-
West Indies trade.
I mean, I was going to point out if it doesn't have anything to do with cheese, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
It's cheese.
It's cheese town. Because of course
Beautiful.
it is. Let's see.
We like cheese.
Where nothing grows mold.
Not at all.
So,
Terrible at names.
The Blue Lagoon.
As we wait to
His
see
name's-
if Mike is taking L5R inspiration.
because he always does.
Be the
Commonly
Golden
enough.
Let's see here. I'm going to actually, in honor,
Harambe.
No.
in honor of our
The guy who
Topaz,
did
in
laws,
honor of our
not the
Topaz
monkey.
champion from
Oh, jeez.
from Empyrean Throne that just wrapped up. It's Kyuden Junko.
Oh man.
So Josh,
What did
hope
you
you're
name
happy.
yours?
I'm taking host privilege doing mine last.
Oh.
Okay.
Think faster.
He's gonna name his RQST. I don't know.
I should have named it GNDN. And only one person at this table will probably get that joke. You get it?
The Good Damn Network.
No, GNDN. It's from Star Trek: The Original Series. If you look at all the pipes on the sets of the original series, they have designations on them, but they mostly all start with the abbreviation GNDN. Actual naval vessels, back in the day, the designations told you what it did.
Mm.
Well, they took that on here too. GNDN goes nowhere, does nothing.
Gotcha.
So,
I do know on the original Metabed, the bottom one is insurance.
yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
That is
Incredible.
according to Star Trek. That is one of your vital signs. Your HMO agrees.
Oh my gosh.
And when you can travel at warp speed, you can really leave your HMO area fast.
Think faster, Richard.
Here.
Be the Dragon Claw
I'm
tribe.
I'm bad at
We're,
names.
we're giving Richie the extra moment. I'm the Kindred Combine.
What's your middle name?
It's what we call him.
What's your first name? Roy. Why don't you be the JRRs?
It could be. You can be Toku influenced. Be whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's
right.
meant to be silly.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to come up with.
Toku
But
influence.
Yeah.
I know some people are going to say, "Oh, you're
The
calling
Kaiju
yourself
Kings.
the Kindred in some way or
The
shape or
Kaiju
form. You
Kings.
must be making a Vampire the Masquerade
Never really
joke
Kaiju.
or reference.
What
And
is
I'm
your-
actually not.
What is your favorite Super Sentai?
I know, shocking, right?
At the moment,
The Alpha 5s.
That sounds like a wonderful basketball team, but
Bo 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 bo. Oh yeah 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 yeah.
what was I telling you earlier? I was currently obsessed with.
Lupin versus Pat,
Yeah.
Lupinville,
There you go.
Pat Town.
The Lupin Company.
Yeah, you could be the Lupin Company
Oh, that's unfortunate.
or the Lupin Charter
I got it.
or something. I don't know.
got
Lupin
it.
Fields.
He's got. Hold on, he's got it.
I
He's
got
got
it. I got it. I got it.
He's got
We
it.
have Red Rover. the
Now,
second
since y'all
and
haven't seen the show, y'all won't get the reference, but
Someone out there in the ether will.
probably not if they haven't seen the show. The Good Feeling Strikers.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So we have that. We've named our charters.
Good job,
What
everyone.
comes next?
Step 2. Roll the dice. Wait.
What die? I know there's supposed to be one.
For
because there's
game
a picture
one,
of
the
that.
general supply
Okay.
should have 36 coins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is token management. Hand me that pen.
For the record, I'm going to put this out there. Stonemeyer Games does awesome job on their components, and
And
Oh,
really
and-
good Ziploc
and
bags.
really good and pick high quality Ziploc bags.
Did I put mine back in the box? Yes, I did.
So kick this back over to the board.
Shiny!
No, better yet, metal. What? These are actual metal
coin
coins
tokens.
that they use. Okay, so what goes in the general supply?
36.
36 coins.
Okay,
I would not be shocked to know if that was
that's
like,
exactly
literally all of
36,
them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then, you know what? I bet you on a non-discriminating vending machine, these will probably pass for nickels.
Ha. It's so shiny.
So, as a cat,
That's
which life
two.
are you on?
So beautiful.
If we ever play White Wolf, you have to play a Korax.
10. Yep, that's how many we got.
They're
We got 36
were
coins
ravens.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
So
72
See, no,
resource
I would
tokens.
play the wolf spiders because
Do you like the Ananse?
I do. They're just really cool.
They creep me out because they're
the
spiders.
general
but I do
supply,
like
as I understand, is basically somewhere off
I
the
just want
board.
to turn into a smaller spider. Super cool.
them. They got 4 forms.
On the map,
Yep.
yeah.
The
Okay.
battle form,
Yep.
a giant pit spider,
Yep.
and oh my god, look how many spiders there are. It's in the book, it's that.
Okay. So we've got the various tokens.
Have you played it or?
No, I read the books all over your place.
Yeah.
Just for the record,
They're just super cool.
when I
freaking
flipped it over
nightmares.
to right on the bottom as well,
Mm.
after like a minute of dry time, it still was doing that.
So
So,
a little bit. We'll be careful with them.
Don't
Yeah.
touch them.
Richie, why don't you
Yeah.
manage the tokens for me?
But they're my color. I miss you. I miss you, little red things.
If you're wondering which colors represent different things, I believe it's somewhere on the book. It's like on that page.
So many colors.
We have
so
it
many
down.
things.
Well, these look like pumpkins.
yeah, no, they're
They
shaped the
probably
right
are
way too.
pumpkins.
Yeah,
Uh,
pumpkins.
They probably are supposed to be pumpkins.
You will need all of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin.
You have to eat them. You have to eat
All
something.
12. Well, yeah. For right now, we might as well keep them in the bag, I guess,
This is Halloween.
until we
This is
get
Halloween.
them. 5 random face-up advancement cards.
Okay. Does it
I'm already
say
confused.
what form where we get
Art
those
Simpson
from?
head.
Yeah, that seems right.
No, it does
Is that a
not.
pot of gold?
I was gonna say, it looks like
Should
a
say
bag of
something
money.
on there for.
Or a hay bale?
I believe these are the. This
Yeah,
is
it
the
could be hay.
advancement stack.
Mine are
I
bricks.
think.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Look inside the
Are there
index
sheep?
tuck box. Remove the shrink wrap from each deck of cards and put the decks back
Done.
in the index.
I've already
It's
done
iron.
that.
Yeah. Do you still have separated from which deck is what? Because
They are left in order.
Yes.
They're not separated, but they're left in order, which I did.
Yes, they're
Without-
long.
I would assume
Oh, okay.
the first one would be an advancement
They're
deck.
not, they're
Then.
gone.
Well, let's take a look.
Bricks of hard gold.
That seems right.
I hate this game already.
Oh, when 6 players have gathered for the first game, extract and read the card index card 1.
Extract.
Dun dun dun.
So, here we go.
Sounds unfortunate.
And then we move on to
yeah.
rule 4.
Alright.
I need rule 1 extracted, Doc.
Arrival. The Immortal Forever King. We won't know what we're doing. Here we go. The Immortal Forever King has selected 6 citizens of Green Gully to start a new village far from the Eternal City. Congratulations for being chosen. Your goal is to bring the greatest glory to the Forever King so you may rule the village in his name. After spending all day flying over the kingdom, the Zeppelin sets down and the guards open the hatch for you and your companions. Unfold the game board, which we've done. Put the objective mat and the rules the advancement mat next to the board.
Objectives,
and
advancement.
which you guys won't be able to see on screen, but that's okay.
It's there, we promise.
Locate and open the
losing some of your
Chronicle
space.
rule book. Peel off this sticker and affix it into the indicated page, page 6, story 1. And you'll do this for all story and rule cards. Extract card 2 from the index.
Dun 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 dun.
Stuff is happening. I don't
Okay.
know what that means, but it's happening.
Our first card gets destroyed.
Just gonna go to the trash can, kids.
Yeah.
Calm down.
So more story. The sun is setting as you venture outside. The location is a lush landscape of rolling hills, patches of trees, and a babbling brook. The guards unload a number of mysterious crates and forbid you to open any of them, except the one labeled Scriptorium. Open it now. Which we did. That's where all the tokens were. The Scriptorium tuck box is where you store your global game components from game to game. We have our 36 coins, our 72 resource tokens, the Charterstone itself, which is the die.
My color, yes!
One side for each charter.
Yep. A progress token, which is that guy, and 4 plastic baggies. So
Progress token
we've got everything that
goes
is over on the
there.
progress tracker. That's story 2. Extract card 3 from the index. All right.
When that gets moved, Richie or Dave, if you would move that.
Okay, charter selection we've already done. The group gathers around a large rock. You recognize it as the Charterstone, just like the one created in the center of the Eternal City. The village is divided into 6 charters. Each one has hexagonal plots. Almost mispronounced that. Each player should adjust their seating position. We are not going to do that now. We'll do it between games. So that you are near your charter.
We're not moving
You have-
anywhere.
You have
did it right
2
the first
regular
time.
worker tokens, one big and one small.
You're still stuck next to Dave.
You have 1 victory point token, which is already next to the victory point track over there, and you have 12 influence tokens. Now, extract cards 200 through 205 from the index, match them with each player. Okay, and then I will extract card 4, so 200 through 205.
And this goes to story 3.
Man, this game's getting a little bit much like 202. Cross-reference the index. Turn to page 4.
I'm
If
already
it's a
lost.
Friday,
3 cards destroyed already. Who knew, folks?
you're not really destroyed when you're putting the stickers in the book.
It's still destroyed. It was the same way in Legacy. And Risk Legacy, rather.
Look at those beautiful cards.
I guess, for the moment, I have to put this on just for space.
Okay, so,
It's our dudes.
yep. So that is our purple person.
I'm beautiful.
Who got
Look
black?
at me, I'm great.
There's grilled cheeses for this game. Gold, red, green, and,
You're beautiful.
and blue.
Hobo.
You're also
Go figure.
beautiful.
I'm a hobo. You can tell I have a hobo
Okay.
stick.
Then extract card 4. Basic
a
resource
big nose.
buildings. So basically, we are learning the game as we go, folks. When the guards leave, you scout your charter and discover. You scout your charter for your first charter building. The village will rely on access to basic resources to survive, grow, and prosper. By the way, you can name your guy if you want. There's a
Yes,
spot up there to
we
name
can.
him.
Heck yeah.
Great, more naming
Pass me
stuff.
the pen, please.
Extract
I already know what I'm naming him.
Oh boy.
Extract cards 5 through 10 from the index. Give each player the card that matches their charters. Set aside cards for an app. We don't have that. These are basic resource buildings, where players will place workers to gain one of the indicated resource. Players remove the corresponding building sticker and put it on a plot on their charter. Your charter is your game
boy.
area. So you have a garden there, Larissa.
Oh, sweet.
Let's
Okay,
see.
you're gonna have to tell everybody what that is.
I named my dude Kervavik. It's my
Let's see
go-to
here.
name.
Jesus has a mine. Joe You're green, right? You have a forest.
Woodcutters are us.
Bitch, I get a clay pit.
Yeah, you do.
I am a lumberjack.
Why, is it saying on the back? Or
No, because the little red things look like bricks.
oh, fair enough.
Because I play Settlers of Catan, kids.
There's no
I have
sheep
a
here.
cave, and Richie has a field. So the sticker
field
on
day.
here,
Do we put them in our zone?
you're actually going to put it in your area wherever you
This is a
want. I don't
sticker.
think it matters. But to give you an idea, I'm going to go ahead and do this for blue. Just
These
try
have crate
to-
symbols on them. I don't think we get rid of these.
Just try to line it up into one of the hexes.
I did the best I could.
Where am I going to put my garden?
Now, don't get rid of these cards because I don't think we get rid of them entirely.
No, oh, that's what I said. They have a crate symbol on them, so I don't think so.
Each player keeps the constructed building card face up in front of them. You will need it later.
And just so you know, I'm Marco the Hobo. You could tell because I have a hobo stick.
Where do you want yours to go, Richie? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
So, we already have information. We can have a maximum of 6 buildings as part of our charter.
That we know of.
That we know of. That is story 4. There you go.
Grilled cheeses down in Cheese Town. What is your building, grilled cheeses?
It's
a mine.
A mine. So you're the ore, and you're the lumber.
No, I'm the lumber.
What are yours?
I am the source of pumpkin spice
You're
in
weak.
this locale.
Okay.
Pumpkin spice.
Oh,
Bringing
goodness.
that basic love up.
Tis the season.
What card did it tell me to take out at the bottom of that card?
It did
Is-
not.
Why is the
is it
tractor
physi-
moving?
Well, it's not going to start there, I don't think. I think it said extract card 5.
No. Extra cards 5 through 10. That's at the top, not the bottom.
Did you throw away the other card?
No, it's right here.
Okay.
It
At
says
the very bottom.
extract card 11
Okay.
from the index.
Okay. For fewer than 6 players. Okay, well, we don't have fewer than 6 players, so I'm going to actually pass this over because we will not necessarily... I'll read it out loud for anyone watching at home, I guess.
In case you don't have enough friends.
Yes. Regardless of the number of human players in any given game of Charterstone, there are always 6 founding villages, each operating a different character. The charter not controlled by a player is an inactive charter, but is still very much part of the growing village. If there are fewer than 6 players, affix each remaining building sticker to a plot indicated on the inactive charter. Let's see. Then place the constructed building on the advancement thing for now. The game will soon introduce a way for inactive charters to grow, and so on and so forth. So that is there. Extract card 12. Okay.
You putting that in the rules too?
It's a story.
Yep. All right. Extract.
We're the charter.
This is
bunch.
a very storied game.
Yes, it is. Legacy games in general are.
I got it. I
Um,
appreciate it.
Extract cards 206 through 218 from the index. Place the 8 assistant cards on the advancement mat and the 5 objective cards on the objective mat. You will soon shuffle the cards on each of the mats into their respective decks.
Ooh, those law
Okay.
words.
So, 206.
Here's what he's doing, because I have no idea.
You know, since we've already had to check the cards, I'm gonna start saving them until the end of the day.
Yeah, that's probably
Or
not
end
a
of
bad
this
idea.
round or whatever.
206.
I'm Marco the Hobo. I dug in trash before.
Par for the cars.
Would you like to name your person?
Through
The
two-
big cheese.
We've made a whole lot of not progress.
Gouda.
218. Okay.
Gouda
After
the
game one, I'll
Duda.
switch out. Okay. 'Cause this is all the setup for game 1, so we'll actually know what we're doing.
Colby Jack.
All right.
That's pretty good. And his daughter, Pepperjack.
Open the Chronicle and proceed with setup instructions. Then, for players who haven't read the rules in advance, explain
I'm
a
proud
player
of you.
turn.
What did he choose?
Jasmine.
Oh! An actual name.
Let's see here. Open up the Chronicle, proceed with setup instructions, which, for the
So
record,
you went Eastern European?
shuffle
Ish.
those
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
advancement, and we will shuffle these for the objectives.
It's the Croatian word for bloodstone.
Let's see here. When you're ready to begin game 1, extract card
could've
13
written
from the
that lower.
index. Place this card into the archive, which is somewhere.
The archives.
Wonder if
Ah, yes.
is there an archive?
I believe the archive is effectively a discard pile.
Okay.
You sure it's not the book?
It's not the book because it says without place this in the archive without removing the sticker.
So why does it stick?
Probably because I think all the cards are stickers ultimately.
It's a max of 6 players.
Oh, there's a box down
Otherwise,
here that says
we'd
archive.
add you in a heartbeat.
There's a box that says
Oh, hey.
archive.
Shocking.
So into the archive it goes. Okay.
Go figure. We just didn't realize the component was there.
Yep.
We're doing great. We're doing great, guys.
And there are 4 other little tuck boxes with stuff in them. We don't know what. We won't know
many
until we
boxes.
open them.
Like the fourth one has candy, so when you finally win the game, surprise!
You did it!
Okay.
You open one up and just like
All
pops up
right.
inside
So
you.
now we proceed with setup instructions.
Okay.
Out of the
Oh
book.
boy.
I can't wait till we get the one that has matches.
Before the setup, general and personal supply. We have the coins. We have the resources.
Yep.
5 random face-up advancement cards on the mat. Extra
Oh.
cards form a face-down deck
Okay.
on the mat.
You sure? You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
1, a 2,
We have a broker assistant, a Sherpa
3,
assistant, an engineer assistant,
a 4.
an
And a
archivist,
5.
if I can read that upside down, and a maestro assistant.
They're so cute!
Assistants, I think, tend to help if you're doing something at a specific building, which makes sense. In fact, they literally say what they do on there when you pick them up.
Gain 2 victory points. I can dig it.
Objective mat. Reveal 3 random objectives.
So
Productivity. Diversify productivity. Have at least one of each resource.
And those are not exclusive. We can each
Pay
score
your
them.
dues.
We just have a number.
Have at least
counted.
3 influence tokens on the quota track.
Boom. Quota track.
which is up there,
Build your reputation. Have at least 3 influence tokens on the reputation track.
which is over here.
Boom. Reputation.
Guidepost. There's no guidepost in game 1. First player. Determine the first player by rolling the Charterstone until it shows an active charter. So, roll the die. Whoever's player
Yeah, this
1
is going
will
to be easy.
the result.
Yeah, your color. Go. Gold.
Okay.
So Richie's
That's easy.
first.
Richie does not say how that progresses around the table yet, but we'll get there. Personal supply. Place your persona card, your constructed building card,
And
2 workers, and 12 influence tokens in front of you. Place your VP token on 0 VP. We have 6 players, so we just kind of have it at the corner there because
It's
the corner
hanging out.
represents 0.
insane
That
time.
is rule 4. Rules 1 through 3, we don't have yet. We don't have rule 5 either. Rule 6, each player has 12 influence tokens to use on the objective cards, the quota track, the reputation track, and elsewhere. You are limited to 12 influence tokens per game. If you run out of influence tokens, you cannot take actions that require them, and from then on you must advance the progress token at the start of your turn. Wonderful. Static. Once an influence token is placed, it cannot be moved or removed until the game ends. So there's not taking back of influence tokens.
Okay.
Put
Paying
your token somewhere on the board.
paying
You can't,
influence.
You move that one.
If influence is listed as a cost, for example, to use a building, discard an influence token to the general supply. So yeah, that's just we have
Over
that
there.
off the
Off
mat
the board,
in our
yeah.
case. Unless the building's benefit indicates a specific use of the influence token, such as the cloud port or the grandstand, which I believe means you use that influence token to score to like reputation or elsewhere.
And the cloud port is way over there.
Yeah, thank you. A few buildings and cards have influence as a benefit. They let you regain a spent influence token from the general supply. So you'd have to have influence in the general supply to gain 1 back that way. That's rule 6. Rule 7. During the campaign, several different types of cards, all with the same back, will be unlocked and shuffled with the discard pile into the deck on the advancement mat. They are collectively called advancement cards, and they are part of the general supply. Gaining cards, some buildings provide a specific type of card as their benefit. Choose from any of the face-up advancement cards of that type, if any. Replenish. After gaining a card from face-up card from the mat, replace it with the top card from the deck. Face-up. Keep all cards face-up in your personal supply. You cannot hide cards.
No hidden information.
Yeah, pretty much. Paying and discarding cards. Create a discard pile. Whenever the deck is empty or new cards are unlocked, shuffle the discard pile back into the deck. So that's the condition where we would be shuffling stuff back into that. There are 7 different types of advancement cards. They don't have names, so we're moving on. Assistant cards. Assistants are a type of advancement card, and the only ones we have at the moment. that give you a bonus when you perform some of the core functions in the village. You can gain a face-up assistant card or any advancement card from the advancement map by using the market location, which is there. Whenever you have an unnamed assistant card, you may give them a name by writing it on the card, so we can name the assistants as well.
Oh, that's the best news I've heard all day.
I believe you're the only one who hasn't named your character yet. So slide that way for now. What'd you name yours?
Lady Shige.
Okay. Go figure. Constructed
But
building
you
cards.
have a name by next episode.
Whenever a new building is constructed in the village, it's an opportunity to advance this little piece of civilization we're creating. After you peel the sticker off a building card to construct it, you're left with a new type of card, a constructed building card. It is still an advancement card. If it has a crate, which all of ours start with a crate, some of them have different values.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I mean, I literally think we're just like a
Maybe.
player number.
Okay, well, whatever. If it has a crate, keep the constructed building card in your personal supply. You can unlock the crate at the Charterstone building. I think that's related to VP games. If it has no crate, place the constructed building in the archive tuck box, a depository for components that are no longer needed. So when they go in the archive, they're done.
Yep. And their crates relate to cards that are in the index. There's a guide over here that actually says what cards to go get.
So that's why they have numbers on them.
Yep.
Alright, player turn. On your turn, you must either A, place a worker from your personal supply onto the building on the board, worker placement, or B, retrieve all of your workers from the board. There are no differences between your workers. We just have two different sizes because they liked adding a little bit of character to our workers, apparently.
And they want you to be able to tell tokens apart, I guess. I don't know.
Whenever you place a worker, use the building once by following these steps in order. If you place your worker on a building occupied by another worker, yours and your opponent's, you bump them back to that player, which returns the worker to them immediately. Cost. Pay the cost, which is at the bottom left of the building.
Pay it in what?
Each
From
different
your
ones have-
personal supply-
different ones have different costs.
To the general supply. So, like, you would go here, which has no cost, and you would gain 1 wood, and you'd use that wood on
Gotcha.
one of them, presumably.
Yes.
If you can't pay the cost, you cannot place a worker at that location.
Now, one of the icons there does signify any type of good.
That's the goodie bag.
I think. You check the back of the rule book, has all the icons on it.
Yeah, goodie bag is any resource.
So that means any resource whatsoever.
But the Zeppelin has what? 3 wood and 4 anything else?
Yeah. Benefit. You may gain all or part of the benefit listed at the upper right of the building. Coins and resources are finite, so you may not be able to get a coin or resources. The commons, our initial starting area, not including the buildings we made. A few buildings were constructed in advance of your arrival. They are clustered in the middle of the village in an area called the Commons. The Zeppelin, you may pay 3 influence tokens, plus the 4 resources shown on the upper left of the building card to construct 1 building in your charter. Okay, fun. Oh, on the building card, that's why I'm going, wait, what? Charterstone, you may pay 4 coins, or $4, and 2 influence tokens to unlock a crate.
Yeah, those are influence, not because wood looks like that.
Gotcha.
That's how we would unlock these crates, and when they're unlocked, they go in the archive. Grandstand, place 1 influence token on an objective card you've completed to score 5 VP, which we had Richie read out earlier. That does not replace the objectives, by the way. Treasury, pay any 1 resource to gain a coin. And Market, pay any 1 resource and 1 coin to gain 1 card from the advancement mat, either face down, blind pick, or face up, what's there.
So there you go, Rando.
Yes.
You like Rando.
That's how we'll play this game.
That's what you should have named your guy.
Yeah, it should have been Rando.
Randall
Give it
Carson.
time.
Oh.
Rando Calrissian.
Unlocking a crate, use the Charterstone building or any building with a crate as the benefit, so there's presumably going to be more fairly soon. To access the content in a crate on one of your constructed building cards. You pay the indicated cost, which is $4 and 2 influence tokens on the Charterstone. Benefit, refer to the index guide, which is that card you were showing off earlier,
Yep.
to determine the components to extract. Gain the indicated VP. The Charterstone gives 5, for that matter. Advance the progress token and place the constructed building card on the archive. So this is one of those ways that we advance the progress token.
Yeah, which has a spot there specifically for a 6-player game.
I'm surprised it's not the tail end of it, but whatever. Maybe you can go backwards. Who knows? Persona.
We've lost progress.
Many crates contain a new Persona card. Place it in your Charter chest, which is our individual deck boxes, to use later. Suggestion, unlock at your own pace. There's a lot of information to digest, so take your time. The game is basically saying don't pull a Trav and try and unlock everything in one go.
We love you, Coop.
First thing I was trying to do was open this quick.
Well, if you remember, he specifically went out of his way to unlock as much as he could for Risk Legacy.
And then nuke lanes.
Objective cards. During setup, shuffle the objective cards into a deck and reveal 3 of those cards at random on the objective map. We've done that for game 1 because that's what it told us to do in the story bits. Use the grandstand or any building with the bullseye target symbol to score completed objectives. Cost is you place 1 influence token on a currently completed objective. Each player may score each objective once per game. Benefit, gain the indicated VP. Grandstand gives you 5, and advance the progress token. So far it looks like unlocking a crate and objectives advance the progress token. Or you're out of influence and you advance the progress token.
I can dig it.
So if you want to hurry up the end of the game, spend all your influence, I guess.
You got it. Working on it.
Quota track. The Forever King, this is up in this top corner. The Forever King expects your village to support the greater good of Green Gully by sending resources, money, and other valuables back to the Eternal City. The Cloud Pour, or any building with the open giving hand as a benefit, allows a player to sell a variable amount of one commodity to the general supply. That's it looks like advancement cards, coins, or resources. Cost. Select any open space on the quota track to determine the type and quantity of the commodity. Pay that amount to the general supply, placing 1 influence token on the corresponding space.
Right, so if I have a resource and I go to a spot that has an open hand, I can give that resource and put my token there. I'm the first one.
Right, but you could choose to go ahead and give 3 and gain a victory point or reputation, and you would claim that space.
Gotcha. They don't have to be done in order.
No, because it's like any open space on the tracks.
Gotcha.
You gain the indicated benefit, which is 3 victory points just from the cloud port, plus whatever benefit may be listed on the space. Some of the spaces on the quota track include additional optional bonuses of 1 VP or 1 reputation. A lot of here, folks.
Info dump.
Almost done. There's 3 more, well, technically 4 more rules pages, but one of them's a one-liner. Rules things, not page. Sorry.
I was
Reputation
about to say, I
track.
was concerned.
Reputation.
These are important because it is the first game. Despite your village's relative isolation, word travels fast. Players jockey to have the most influence tokens on the reputation track to earn an end-game benefit. Where to gain reputation? The reputation icon is shown as a benefit on the quota and progress tracks. We saw on the quota. Progress track is down there and actually has symbols, which I'll explain in a moment. And it will be on several buildings. Reputation track. Place 1 influence token on the track. The first token each game is put on the space showing the player count. So we start here and we go up to that way. We have the full track in a 6-player game, unlike the progress track, which is maddeningly not that way for my OCD.
No, it's actually starting on the 6, I think, and moving backwards.
Further tokens are placed, but there's a tail here.
Yeah, I
leading up
don't
to 6.
know why.
Possibly
Later
for
on in the
expansion or other
game.
buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Place 1 influence. The first further tokens are placed in the next open space closer to the ocean, so we go this way. If there are no open spaces, a token cannot be placed.
Bum bum bum.
End of game. During end of game scoring, the player or players with the highest number of tokens on the reputation track gain 10 victory points. The second highest gain 7 and 4. Ties gain the same number. So if Mike and I both had 5 and that was the highest, we'd both gain 10.
Great.
A player must have at least 1 token to qualify. So if you have nothing on the reputation board, even if there's only a first and second place,
You gain
because of
nothing.
ties or whatever, you still gain nothing.
Ye gain nothing.
Income. Players will unlock several functions for income during the campaign. Until then, ignore this icon on the board. Income is the...
Recycle 2 arrows.
yeah. I was thinking Binding Isaac with shop restock.
Oh goodness.
Progress track. The Forever King appraises the value of the village whenever certain thresholds are reached. The progress track is the timer for each game. The progress token begins on the space corresponding to the player count. We're always going to have 6 players. Advancing the progress token. The progress token must advance by 1 space whenever a building is constructed, a crate is unlocked, or an objective is scored. There's the additional... actually, it has a separate thing there in red. Bonus benefits. If you move the progress token to a space with a ship, you gain 1 reputation. If the space shows the arrows, trigger income for all players, which is a later mechanic. In red, no influence. When a player begins their turn with 0 influence tokens, they must advance the progress token 1 space before taking their turn. Don't run out of influence or you run the progress tracker out. Which is probably going to happen for us in this first game.
I think it's meant to because that way
you can't stall out.
You can't. Well, and not everyone's getting a crap ton of turns to build up stuff after someone's used all their influence.
Usually. When the progress token, which is the flame, advances to the hourglass space, finish the round. Each player will take the same number of turns, basically. Then the game ends. The object of each game of Charterstone is to score the most victory points. And that is all of your rules. And in fact, that is like half of the rules because there's that many blank spaces.
There's that many blank spots. Okay, so Richie is first. I guess we should keep that open to a player turn just in case we need to know stuff and we need to be able to see the back of the box.
Yep.
So...
it doesn't say if you go clockwise or counterclockwise or any other specific order, so we're just going to go clockwise.
So I'll be last. Which is fine.
I wasn't thinking that way. I'm sorry, Mike, but yes, you are.
No. I'm saying that for when we hit the end of the turn.
It is probably meant to reflect the proper order of the charters, but for this game, we have it a little cockeyed for just those
the
two.
order would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not going by the numbers on here. I'm going by.
Well, no. He's saying. Yeah, the number on your building is just so you know which crate to open.
Okay.
All right. So.
What would you like to do, Richie?
Okay.
So cost is on the left, benefit is on the right.
Okay. I'm a visual person, so I have no clue what the hell to do. Just
Okay.
letting
I'm with you.
First one, he gets to put a
I'm
meeple.
just let him do it.
Yeah, he's going to put a meeple on the
You
board.
got a bunch of turns before you hit, so
I don't
I mean,
need it,
learn by
Right
watching.
now, no one has resources.
So you got to go to a resource spot
Yeah.
to get a resource.
Yep. You don't necessarily have to go to the one that's in your own village.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go to mine over there.
Okay. So
Give
you
yourself
get
a wheat
field.
you get yourself a wheat.
Wheat.
Now, if anyone grain, pardon me. If anyone goes here, it will return your meeple to you immediately.
And and we get nothing out of that turn.
You don't have to pay anything to do
No,
that?
no.
You still get it. It's just he
The
gets
first
this
thing
back.
you do is you bump it.
The
Then it goes
the-
cost, then it goes benefit.
My bad.
But the thing is you're giving him the meeple back instead of him having to take a turn to take his meeples back.
I'm going to get a
What does
pumpkin,
it cost
please.
to take a pumpkin?
What does
Oh,
it
you
cost?
are
to
a
what?
pumpkin.
What
head.
does it cost to take it? Because you said you have to pay something up to
No.
The cost is
Cost to
putting
be
the
is if
dude
it
there's-
has something on the
If
on
you
the
see
left.
something on the left,
Okay.
that's your cost, and then whatever is on the right is what you get. There is
You
no
may wanna
cost
just
to
pour 'em
these.
out
Here you go, pumpkin head.
So,
And you have to be able to pay the cost to go to that building in the first place.
Yep.
You can't just knock somebody's meeple out as part of a trade deal if you can't use that
Yeah.
location. Again, basic resources is not going to matter.
You're up, chief.
so she wants ore. I'm guessing is what that's going to be
That's
called.
the one you have in your hand.
From mine,
Mhm.
coal.
Coal.
Oh man.
Steam-powered zeppelins, folks,
you.
because we're burning coal. I'm going to grab wood. I'm simple. I'm staying in the thing. Yeah, we probably should get them out of the bags for the game itself.
There you
That's
go.
right.
I need to get a Plano box for these.
Probably.
I mean,
I
I
guess.
was going to leave them in the bags.
I would like some
opening
You're
the
going to
bag.
need.
Ah, I get a worker back immediately.
He's going to have a wood.
See, you're going to need them.
So one of the immediate things that is striking me is unlike
I will take some brick out of the clay pit.
one thing that's striking me immediately is unlike Lords of Waterdeep, you can't control a building.
And how do I spend the influence again?
There will be different cards that will call for it as a cost using that icon. There'll be different spaces. So, like, if you go here, if you can complete one of the objectives,
You spend an influence.
You spend an
to
influence. You score an objective and gain 5 influence.
So if I went here and spent an influence, I get that. And that.
Right.
If
but
you satisfy one
but
of
you have to
those.
satisfy one of the objectives in the process.
Oh, okay. So that's why these are special.
Yes.
How does one put influence token on the reputation track?
It has to be something with a ship icon, I think.
Yeah. In fact,
Okay.
which one was it? It said something.
And how do I put them on that track over there again? How do
This
they-
is the quota track, so the
You
cloud
go-
port's the only one who activates it at the moment.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So you'd
So
have
you'd
to
spend
put,
an influence as well as having enough to buy
we
one
have
of
to
those.
put a worker there too, right?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you put a worker there, then you put the influence on here
According
on
to what
one
you're buying.
chart. You can get to use the quota, and you'll get 3 victory points.
Okay, I got you.
Plus any
Plus
benefit
whatever
from
you do
there.
over here.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, let's
So
do this.
we're back around to Richie,
Okay.
I think.
Did you go?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm right over there.
Then yes,
He gained
Richie's
clay.
turn.
I got. Is it clay or brick? Clay. Looks like a brick.
I'm gonna
Clay.
say break.
Clay.
Go
Okay.
there. Get the.
Metal, coal, pumpkin, grain, clay, and wood.
Okay.
Okay.
what's the
So
okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and bump Larissa's sign from the coal, so I can get a piece of coal. If you'd like to return the favor, come down to pumpkin maybe.
I do want to kind of
Thank you.
get me pumpkin. Thanks.
I'm gonna go for a pumpkin as well.
Oh yeah, my beautiful, beautiful pumpkins.
Can I go there and spend influence
You
or no?
you can.
Yeah,
you can.
You can. The question is, what over here are you going to do?
Well, he
Is
can
that
give.
the total of influence? Can I go?
No.
No.
You spend one influence placed on here, and you have to spend that much of the corresponding resource.
Oh.
So
Okay.
now you
Right.
can, because you can spend. You can actually.
Put the
you have-
one
you
item.
can put your wood back. So you give the wood back to Richie, and you score ever how many VP for you.
3 VP.
Yep.
And no
That-
other benefit.
That's it at the moment.
But you have something on the quota track.
Yep.
That's what I want.
But now what that also means is, if I'm not mistaken, can anyone else do the
Spend
one?
No one
One
else can
resource?
spend that
No.
one,
Yep. So
You have to move, pick
which
an empty
includes
space.
you.
Yep.
If you go back, you're gonna have to do 2.
or something else.
Yep.
That's what I was.
I don't understand this card.
You sell
Yes,
one of the
then-
advancement cards.
Oh, you got to get an advancement card first.
Correct. All right. So I'm up. I'm going to has some green. Thank you.
Go ahead, Richie. Let's see. That was the brick. Yep.
Sorry, Clay Pit, we're calling it brick.
It looks like bricks, so that's what we're calling it. We're calling it
For
a
the
brick.
treasury,
Mhm.
for every unit I give, do I get a gold?
It's one for
One
one.
for one at a time.
Oh, you do them one
Pay
at a
any
time.
one resource to gain $1.
Yep.
Got it. Put me down on the grain, please,
You got it.
and bump blue back to whoever.
That's me.
I'm going to go to the treasury. I'm going to sell that pumpkin and gain a coin. Thank you.
Has a very satisfying clink to it.
Yeah.
I don't have any worker tokens, so I'll have to advance the progress thing, right?
No worker tokens. You have to spend your action
Now-
to
yeah,
take your
take
workers
one
back.
off.
It's influence that.
That looks- it'd take
when you
it.
run out
It
of
takes
the-
them both.
Take
I
them
get
both.
skipped.
You take them both
No,
off?
hold on.
Wait,
You
did
take. I think she did.
Oh, she must skip me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Put yours back, Justin.
Yeah. Put
Rewind for a
you
moment.
might, 'cause you might get him.
You had a pumpkin, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's not going to stop me from going to the treasury, but if you want
Unless
to go
you
there,
do- yeah.
Right.
because I can bump her off.
Right.
Oof.
But you'd have to pay your pumpkin to do that, wouldn't you?
Yes, and I.
But you wouldn't get a coin out of that because you'd have to pay.
No, he still
No.
he still would. You still get to
Okay,
use
okay.
the space. You're
It's
helping.
a separate thing.
Oh,
First
okay.
thing you
It has
do
to
is
be.
if somebody's there, you basically go and rugby tackle them out of the building.
So to,
Alright, you're up.
That's a beautiful image. Now
Thank
can-
you.
to give you the idea, it's not that you are having a penalty for doing it. You are giving the other person a benefit by doing it.
When you recover your worker, you
You recover-
recover one at a time, correct? Or
I think you recovered them
no,
both.
retrieve all your workers from the board.
okay.
There's no difference between your
Was
workers.
I supposed to be gaining anything from this with it sitting there?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Only
You
when
only
he
gain
went,
when you place.
he went to work, you got it.
Yep.
That's it.
Came
He was
back.
waiting for you to come get him. He's waiting for you to pick him up after work.
All right. Wood,
Taking a
please.
nap.
So, like,
Thank you,
I am
Ken.
currently
You would.
looking at probably having to pick all my workers up, unless somebody's nice enough to grab a pumpkin
Or go to the treasury.
or that.
Would.
Yes, sir.
All right. Would you mind handing me my 2 red dudes?
Not at all. That's your action.
You want to help me out, Larissa?
Sure.
You want to grab a pumpkin from or go to the treasury yourself?
I'll probably go to the treasury.
Okay then.
That seems like a great place
So
to
she wants to use
hang out.
shinies.
Yeah. I love
So which
shinies.
one are you selling?
We're gonna sell this brick. Shiny! I'm rich.
Hello, market. I'm going to spend 1 resource and 1 coin.
And you get one of these.
And I can get
cards.
Hello,
did we
assistant.
fill
What
that?
does what does this assistant do?
This is the archivist. Whenever I use the market, I gain 1 reputation.
I was gonna say, do we refill it?
Yes.
Yes.
Gets refilled by after you use the Charterstone building, gain 2 VP. And I can name an assistant. Where's the pen?
Excellent. Are we on?
Here, put that on the thing because we
All right,
don't
Justin,
need to
you're up,
reference it
sir.
often right now.
I would like a
Some coal.
piece of coal.
Okay. There's a wood for the general supply.
Why am I
Alright, so-
tempted to make a Justice League reference?
I don't know.
For any goodness.
Oh, good lord. All right. So my time.
Come
Yes,
on,
We didn't accidentally skip Larissa again.
We did not
No.
accidentally skip
Okay,
it.
good.
She
I got
helped
my
me out.
shiny. I got me shiny.
Let's see. What am I missing? I still need coal. I need pumpkin. I need metal.
Pumpkin tried to kill the metal, but it could not!
There you are. I will have a coal. Thank you.
Hey, Richie, you want a pumpkin?
Every once in a while, you gotta work a pick of destiny.
I don't have any
reference it.
workers.
I gotta have
Richie's
workers.
going to take his workers
never
back. It's his
mind.
turn.
Well, then I will go over there and get some lumber.
Okay.
Lumber is the brown.
You got to pick yours up.
I do.
I got to pick mine up. So, hey, Justin, you're up.
I'm going for the metal, please. Thank you.
And I will go for the pumpkin, please.
Pumpkin.
Yep.
You are up.
Sarah Lee,
Gold coins. Gold
Definitely not
fellows.
this word.
Wait, hold on. I already got him. I already got one of those. Hold on.
Yeah,
Never
put
mind.
you back.
Yeah, put it back.
He goofed up.
Put it back.
He goofed.
I goofed. What am I missing?
You're missing lumber. No, you're not. Move
No.
your hand. You're missing coal, and you're missing a pumpkin.
Okay.
So
Want
you
to get a
go
pumpkin?
Black or purple.
Okay.
You'd be helping Mike out.
Either way.
Yeah.
Indeed. Actually, you're kind of stuck like that.
It's not a negative thing. I'm going to get a brick. I mean, it's my house. I should go there, right?
By the way, our archivist assistant for the market is Martha Stewart.
Are you?
The other thing
Really?
is,
After conversing with Larissa on this one,
Very, very good.
Whose turn is
Martha
it?
Stewart.
Megu.
yep, here you go. Here is your lumber.
Crane, please.
Number.
Oh, thanks.
Lumber.
Later on, presumably, income will solve
for
the
me-
have money thing.
The only one I'm missing is metal.
Going for the early objectives, I see.
Yep.
I mean, that's what they're there
Yeah.
for. Man. Oh, pumpkin. Pumpkin.
Yep.
All right. So it's my turn.
Yep.
Okay, if I'm doing this right,
Going to the cloud port. Spending 3 resources of any resource type. Spending a pumpkin, a grain, and a
coal,
or coal.
and I get over there.
You get a reputation. So you will go here. And you get the 3 VP.
Ka-dong. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from
I
the
get-
cloud port.
Yeah.
Yes.
The reputation was your bonus.
Yep.
All right.
What do I do? What do I want to do? Let's see. I think we're gonna go to. What was the thing that lets you get the things? Was that the treasury?
That really
The
works.
thing that
what
lets you get the
Yeah,
things.
which- Check out one of these.
The cards.
You
gotta go to the
need to
market.
go to the market.
You'll spend 1 coin. You'll
And
spend
one
1
resource.
product.
Okay. Like,
So,
And you get 1
and pick-
assistant.
So give me the pumpkin.
I'm good. Alright, go on.
You can get whatever you want there.
And you got the Sherpa. So whenever you advance the progress token, you will gain a VP.
Yes.
and you get to name him.
I sure do. Oh, what do I want to name him? He's such a good friend.
Huh. The treasure is interesting.
Building, create, objective.
Whenever you use the treasury, you may regain one of your influence tokens from the general supply.
Oh, nice.
My turn,
There's
right?
just none in the general supply at the moment.
Yeah, nobody
Right,
actually
so
spent any.
it's probably going
But
to be
we
much
will
more useful
eventually.
later.
Right. You're up.
I'm going to bump my worker back and grab
Get
another
more
grain.
lumber. Or
Grain.
more grain.
The one he's playing with.
No, he's not playing with it. It's just behind
Oh.
his arm.
Yeah.
He's playing with his influence token. Never mind. Yellow and gold, whatever.
All right.
Distance.
Jesus.
Is it only one resource, or can I trade all three?
Yeah, you
One-
can do one at a time.
One at a time.
Per worker. Apparently.
Income later is probably going to solve the coin thing. But we are a fledgling thing.
Yes.
We don't have a market to sell to
That's true.
in the sense of earning a lot of bank.
But if you stop and think about it, by the time this game ends, theoretically, there's going to be 36, 41, 42 different spaces on the board to choose from.
Goodness. It's gonna be horrifying.
Maybe you'll
Possible.
get more workers out of some of those
I'm
boxes.
trading.
I'm hoping.
He's getting a coin.
All right. For me, I'm going to go to the grandstand. I'm going to put an influence into the general supply, which I'll just leave there.
And score an objective.
I'm scoring the one of every
You
type
need
objective.
to put an influence on here.
Oh, the influence goes
that
on there.
influence gets spent
That's cool.
for a specific purpose
Okay.
rather than going to general supply.
So it goes there to show that I've scored that one. If I
Right.
score it again. Very well.
So
and then you gain 5 VP from...
Yep, I gained
Your
5
will.
VP, and I advanced the progress track
Well,
because I scored an
hold on.
objective.
turn all of have at least one oh I thought you got a point for those. I'm sorry.
No,
No.
My mistake.
Okay, and this goes forward one.
that goes
Yep.
forward 1 because I scored an objective.
Okay.
All right.
So me, I guess I'll put my meeples. No, can't really. I got short arms.
And I shall do the same.
I have a big head and little arms.
Yeah,
Where would you like to go, Larissa?
That is a fantastic question.
you're the T-Rich of the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
I enjoyed that pun.
Yeah, my wife will
Bumping
too.
For metal.
Metal.
thanks.
I'm bumping you. You're benefiting from this in a way. I would like another coin, please.
More monies.
More monies.
There you go.
Mike?
Jesus. More monies.
No problems.
Money.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
More monies.
Everybody.
Middle back.
You're up.
See, which one is it? The objective now?
The objective is the grandstand where I'm
Okay. So yeah. There.
Okay.
Spend an influence. It will go onto whichever one you're doing.
He's got one of each six,
And
and
he
you are
gains
gold.
5 VP.
So there you are.
And move the advancement track ahead 1.
Which now
Nets him a
triggered-
reputation, so spend
gets-
another
yeah.
influence, goes over here on the reputation. Larissa.
No.
Go.
No, Dave, sorry.
You want to be a pal?
It's all
and
right.
Give me one of my dudes back.
Yes, I will.
Thanks.
And then since you helped me, I help you back.
What are the other 2 objectives over there?
3
have at
influence
least
on the
3 tokens on
reputation,
influence.
or 3 influence on the quota.
Okay.
Give me a pumpkin.
Okay.
My
Gotta
turn.
get some of that sweet pumpkin meat.
You're getting the benefit, so I'm returning the favor.
Yay.
I'm going to the market. Coin,
Mm-hmm.
grain. I will get whenever you use the cloud port,
Jesus.
gain 1 VP, and because of Martha Stewart, I gain a reputation. Because I may gain a reputation whenever I go to the market. So the broker. What to name the broker?
Can I go?
She's
your
so
turn.
cute.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
More monies.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yes.
whoever blue is.
Aren't they supposed to be getting victory points for the dudes they unlock?
No. What you see in the upper right-hand corner is a shorthand to let you know what you get when they are used.
So this one has the reputation
Okay.
symbol because it
Okay.
gains reputation. This gains VP, and it's 1 VP per use.
Got it.
Okay.
Any recommendations for this assistant broker?
May.
You're thinking of the Overwatch reference, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
You're up,
I
yellow.
must deny that Overwatch reference.
A's Bay.
Julie. She does the thing.
Yeah.
Julie. Ju.
Yeah,
Z-H-U.
right.
Yeah, I was
As in
about to say.
as in Julianne.
Yeah.
ZHU.
No, it's from the Avatar. Julie. There's a
that-
character, he'd be like, Julie, do the thing. Yes.
And that's a capital LI?
Yeah, Li. And like
Alright, it's your
one of the
turn.
best parts was like near the end, he's like, "Julie, do the thing." There's no more things to do, sir. Oh God.
Good reference.
And then at the end,
I wouldn't have thought
at
of
the
that.
very end, he looks at her and he's like, "Julie, will you do the thing with me forever?" And I
That's
totally,
nice.
totally marked for that one.
Amazing.
All right.
Whose is it? Dave?
It's
It
me.
was Dave.
I don't know what I'm
It was time for
doing.
it was time for the Village of Red Rover.
Grain?
I'm thinking. Hold up. I need that token. How do I get that token? Okie day. Return yellow.
Okay.
Aw.
Return iron. I'll take my Kieran.
Okay.
You can use grain. I just helped you out.
You sure did.
The grain for you, my friend.
Well, thank you.
I will proceed to. We're going for pumpkins.
Yeah.
And just immediately returning the favor.
Amazing.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
Jesus.
Using
All right.
the cloud port.
Take your influence. Put it on the influence. Turn 3 coins to the bank.
Wow. I missed you getting 3 coins. That was
He
sly.
gets 3
What?
grilled cheeses.
Yeah, 1 reputation for the bonus, and then 3 for scoring it.
Yep. There you go.
Sly mother. of pearl. It's like, when did you gain 3 coins? Bump from the
Blackness
treasure.
of night. That's what I did.
Ooh.
I guess what I should have done was I should have gone and grabbed clay, so that you could have bumped me off for clay, so you could
Right.
go for that. Oh well. Womp womp womp. Anybody need pumpkins? Pumpkins? Anybody?
I hate pumpkin spice.
He's
It's
already
his.
scored his objective for 1 of each, so he doesn't really need anything in that regard. He needs quota or influence, or reputation rather.
If he's electing to go that route.
True.
What does the Zeppelin do?
How do I open this crate again?
The Zeppelin is how you will
Unlock?
No, not unlock buildings. That's how you build new
Yeah.
buildings. The Charterstone is how you unlock buildings. It requires 2 influence and 4 gold to unlock a crate.
Yep. To unlock your particular crate, which will be on the index guide.
And you'll get 5 VP for it.
Yep.
Takes what now?
The Charterstone,
Yeah.
to unlock your crate, which would be crate 6, it takes 2 influence and 4 coins.
Okay.
4 gold.
So, that's nothing.
There you go.
I will be going over here to the market.
Hey, thank you, Dave.
I will give the gold and the lumber.
Mhm.
And I will take a card, but I'm not sure which one, so bear with me.
Take your time.
Is anyone going to the market? He's not. Okay, so Larissa?
I will take Le Maestro.
Which does...
Whenever you use the grandstand, you
That
may
was
gain
awesome.
1 reputation. May I get the pen? So I name the Maestro.
She's so pretty.
Larissa?
I'm off to
Multiple people can get the
places.
objectives.
Yes.
She's giving me a break.
Just wanted to make sure.
And so Joseph.
Dun, 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 dun. Getting pumpkins. Dun, 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 dun. Getting pumpkins.
Pumpkinhead.
Okay, so you've reclaimed yours. I'm
Did you
heading
bump
to the
your own
treasury.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the thing.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going to use them to trade them in the market later, why not?
Well, that and this way I don't have to rely on the kindness of strangers.
That's what I'm saying. You cycle up your pumpkins until you're ready to go to market.
Okay, Richie, you're up.
Okay.
Treasury. Getting more coins.
I'll go ahead and take my turn since it's just returning units.
Same with Larissa, unfortunately.
There you are.
Boink. Here you go, Richie. Coin, please. Here's pumpkin.
I'll spend 2 or no. I
spend-
resources. Never mind. Hold on. Go to mine.
What were you
Forgot I have
thinking
to-
of doing?
I wanted to trade 2 resources, but I thought it was influence. My fault.
Well, you
Okay.
could do 2 in.
I
Okay.
don't
No,
have
not
enough
for that track. You
Okay.
can do
Yeah,
influence.
I forgot about the.
Oh,
Okay.
shocking.
You didn't have
I
enough-
could do assistance for that.
I didn't have enough of what is needed.
All right, so my turn?
Yep.
Yeah, because you got your the deal. I'm going to the Charterstone. Here is my 4 gold.
And 2 resources.
2 resources, which in this case do go to the general
2 influence,
supply.
rather.
2 influence, which do go to the general supply.
So
And
he
I-
gave you the 5 VP
Yep,
and
I open
unlock
crate number
crate
5.
I'm also moving the progress for now.
We would gain income, but we don't have income in the system.
Okay, this unlocks gained by the player who opens this crate 88, 89, and 303. Okay.
Presumably, we may have found income. the buildings that we'd have to build, maybe, or something. I don't know.
So that is 89. That is 88, and then 303. What number's at the back? 400 and something. Not
Goodness.
that one. 303. 303. Oh, cool.
Persona will go in your chest, but
Yep.
if you'll share.
But this is a dude I just get to these things apparently. So I have a prospector. After using a building with a metal cost, I gain a victory point, and I'll have to name him.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you gain a persona, it goes into your charter set. As in, that's a start of game character.
Ah.
He doesn't go there now. Leave him in.
Oh yeah, it's a persona. Yeah.
Well, the rules say persona goes in because
My
they
bad.
have an
because
effect.
there's only one persona.
You can
yet.
choose
I
to be
can
him, or you can
use-
choose to be basic.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
And then I can build a refinery, which costs. Let's see here. I'm guessing this is the cost for me to build it.
Yeah.
Okay. But this guy here will take an influence and give you a metal and a
Metal and
victory
influence.
point. And I can build an iron market where you can spend an iron to get 2 gold.
See, better ways of getting coins.
Yep. And these will open further chests.
Once
But
they're built.
this
built,
has
correct.
now been built, so it goes in the archive.
Yep. So into the archive it goes.
Okay.
Richie. Going to the treasury. Thank you!
Give me a coin.
Coin!
Okie doke.
Oh, I've already got brick and I've already got lumber. Okay.
You're grandstanding too.
Oh, I'm grandstanding too.
So you're gaining 5 VP.
Yeah, I'm on the board.
We will move the advancement track ahead 1 since she has completed an objective.
This
I
might be-
still have
What is the
no
icon under that one?
VP.
Five player.
Okay.
Does that activate this dude?
Let's
Would
read.
you?
Whenever you advance the progress token, gain a victory point.
Yes, you gain one
so
more
you gain
VP.
another VP.
Eight.
I'm in dead last, folks.
That is the host's curse
Not
on
even
this
on
show.
board yet.
In a way, and in a way not, because I'm going to the market. So here. Does it say how I have to trigger orders? Because whenever I use a building, does that happen immediately, or does that happen at the conclusion of using the building?
What do you mean? Off of those?
Yes.
I'm going to assume it happens at the conclusion because if you don't resolve the building, you haven't used it.
Okay. Thank you. I believe this is the one I want. Yes. Whenever I place a token on the reputation track, I'll gain a VP.
Okay.
I use the market, so I gain a reputation, which means I gain a free VP.
Oh, you're on the board. Good job.
Yay!
Welcome to the party.
I've done a thing.
Some more coal, please.
All right, on to me.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. I'm gonna need some metal. Thank you kindly.
Because you're going to build, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, so let's see. To open the crate is
Charterstone.
The
So you'll
Charterstone.
give Mike back a meeple,
Okay, I
which
get 4 coins.
Well,
Yep.
first you got to spend
4
2.
coins and 2
2
influence.
influence.
There's the 2 influence.
You are crate number what, Richie?
6.
6. Okay, so for crate number 6,
And you get
You'll gain a
5.
persona and 2 buildings.
and 2 new buildings. So you're going to get cards number 314.
Which is your persona, which,
Is
I mean,
no
feel
good.
free to take a look at, but it goes into the chest for
Yeah.
the rest of this game.
Yep.
I'm Marco the Hobo. I need a job.
So
I quit playing in the mud.
314, the farmer.
Go to Hoboken.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, let's see
Usually a
here.
building
I have
with
family
trade
from
costs,
Hoboken.
Gain 1 VP.
Yep. And then 109 and 110.
While you do that, Dave, if you'd like to go ahead and go.
101. No.
109 and 110, which is the
Would
granary
you
and the
put me
grain
down there on
market.
the lumber?
Not surprising.
Yep.
What is that symbol?
Cloud Port.
So you got to put
Which
it
one?
on here on the quota.
So
that would-
you can spend
Coal.
You only have
Okay.
resources, so you can spend 1, 2, or 3 resources. So you gain a victory point from the cloud port, so that's 1
Yep.
for the optional, and then you gain 3 more.
For using the cloud
1,
ward.
2, 3.
Cool.
I'm in dead last. Because I went for an assistant strategy.
What's your turn there?
Yeah, and unfortunately I've got to do the lamest thing possible because nobody wanted pumpkins.
Well, I'm gonna need pumpkins soon.
He needed pumpkins, but he said no.
No, he went to the other one first.
Jesus is up. Trade a thing for a gold. Michael?
Bump my own guy and give me another medal. Thank you.
Okay.
See, he went for that one instead. Can't do much about it. You're like, oh, now you want pumpkins.
No, I need them
Put me down on the
before.
grain, please.
I needed them before.
On the
Grain. Got
no
him.
grain. I thought you said green. I'm like,
Yeah,
green,
yeah,
what?
get a link turn.
Go ahead, green. Do you need some grain? Or some wood?
Oh, did up in the crate advance the track or what?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does do the progress track.
Yeah.
What's the? Is there an icon under that one?
No.
Okay.
Um,
3 influence plus the 4 resources shown on your building.
sure. I'll grab
Okay.
lumber and help you out there, Dave.
Thank you, sir.
Lame turn, and then for me, I will go to the Zeppelin. I will spend the 4 resources shown on my card. So it's going to be 2 metal, a brick, and a wood. There you go.
You may build a refinery in your zone.
3 there, and I am going to build the refinery.
Building a building, progress the progress tracker.
Hold on. First he gets 5. So
Yep.
Goes to 15.
Then yes, he also gets an influence.
Or reputation.
Reputation. Which he has to spend an influence to put it on there.
Yes. That will let you now use an influence to get a medal and a victory point. And
Well, then it's your turn, Richie.
Well,
yes, and a building being constructed did do that, so that's what gave me the reputation. Okay.
No,
So Richie
he has
gets the
to
link
scoop.
turn.
I saved Dave from scooping.
Go ahead.
1 VP.
That's right.
Metal.
Why not, right?
Pretty much.
Going to the cloud port, spending 3 resources, so she's going to claim
Put your influence on the quota, where you did
the
3.
spare VP. I
So
assume.
first
So
she gets a victory point.
1 victory for the bonus, and
And then
then
3
1,
for-
2, 3 for using the cloud port.
That's right.
My turn.
Your turn.
I like that idea, Dave. Metal, please.
Well, put your influence in there.
And you are all welcome.
But we're all working towards it. Justin's going to spend an influence.
No, he's going to spend a coin.
Well, he's gotta spend
and
influence.
a coin.
So he
I
gets
get-
the 3.
You get 1 there, right?
You get 3.
You get
1,
3 total. 1,
2, 3.
Yep.
You didn't get any bonus. You get 3 from using
Well,
Cloudport.
I also get. I have 3 on the quota tracker, so.
No, you
No,
don't.
no,
you
no,
have
you
to
have to-
grandstand.
you have
You'll have to go to the
grandstand,
grandstand to get that. You got to tell everybody about it first.
Basically.
I did the thing!
Yeah.
That works.
Mike,
My turn.
You
Scoops for the first time this game.
would you like a VP? Would you like a VP and a medal?
Would you like a VP and a medal for nothing?
Or do you
for,
not need
for-
medal?
I actually don't need metal.
Oh, you're going for building.
Yeah. He needs to come over there to get that grain.
Clay or well, yeah, he needs a lot of grain, regardless. But getting grain right now would help Dave out.
It'll
Oh, no,
help
he
us
has a
all-
worker.
it'll help us
Doesn't
all
matter.
out.
Let's see, so spending now what this is actually spend that which is
An
You'll spend an
influence
influence
to gain 1
to gain
gold
1
and grain.
coin and 1 wheat.
oh, okay.
The other is
Spend 1 wheat to get 1 influence and 1 gold.
Oh, get
Yes.
1 reputation.
Reputation, sorry.
Okay. So
grain.
Either way, you're
brick.
going to need grain over there beside Mike.
well,
Or you want brick for now.
brick for now.
Okay, so he's getting brick for now.
Dinglebird. Coal.
Larissa? Metal for influence? Or that works too. Either way, I needed a meeple.
Yep. You can do things
Jesus.
now.
Oh, no.
No, it's
Joe
me.
first.
Treasury. I will sell my hard-earned lumber for a coin.
Yep.
And then I guess, what do I do? Go to the grandstand?
You would want to go to the
get influence?
grandstand.
Yep.
You spend your influence, but it goes right on what
Goes
you're
on the card.
storing. So you gain 5. You are this, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What up?
And that's it, right?
That's
Yep.
it.
So my time. Let's see here.
I imagine later games when there's more influence spending go probably quicker.
Oh wait, and he scored an objective, right?
Yeah, he
Yes,
scored
he
it.
did.
So that advances it.
Everybody gets
Income.
paid. Ha!
No income is currently in game. That might be on Persona for all we know.
Quite possibly. Okay, so let's
Money lender.
take.
Money by the pound.
What do I want to do?
Pound. Go away.
Sure, let's.
Cartilage keeps you
Actually, first I will go here and just get the free metal. Thank you.
Go ahead, yellow.
Green.
Yeah.
Hey Dave, he helped you
Yeah,
out.
look at that. He only took all turn. A
What a-
pumpkin.
What a jerk.
pumpkin.
I know. Why didn't he do it last turn?
Now
Talking
you want
about
that free
you.
You need a pumpkin?
I don't need a pumpkin. Go back to that part.
Okay.
I have the most uninteresting turn of Scoop. Darn you, Larissa.
Now hold on. So you get the 3. So she's up to 17.
Yep.
I gotta do your scoring before you move on, or people
Yep.
forget.
Then advance the. Or no, not.
No,
Not
that
yet.
doesn't
Not
advance.
yet. No,
But she'll be able to in a turn.
If she goes to the grandstand,
Yeah.
she will.
Yes. Assuming someone helps her by getting
Jesus.
stuff off the table
Have you
first.
already went?
Right.
Yeah, I had to Scoop
Oh.
because Larissa didn't help me out.
Sorry, friends.
No, you ain't.
Lumber for
Thanks.
But now you help her out.
Thanks, friends.
You know she's about to score victory points too. Get a bigger lead on.
And so it begins. So begins the politicking and backstabbery of the game.
Hey,
would
it had to start
never.
sometime.
Not myself, and get a medal.
Okay.
It's like the weird ass version of Munchkin.
Okay.
It's like
You're gonna have to scoop. You don't have any people.
No, yeah.
I'm
Who
gonna have to
scoops?
scoop because I don't have any people.
Larissa gets to go to
Larissa
grandstanding,
Yay!
so she bumps.
There you go,
Jesus.
friend.
First, what are you doing? You've
She's
completed it?
scoring for
Having
quota.
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have 22 PP.
5. Move the thing.
Yep, we moved the
Get
progress
another one.
track.
She gets a victory point for moving it.
Yeah,
All right, my turn.
your turn.
What's up?
Going to the market. Here. No,
Oh, market. You're
I'm
buying
spending.
things.
To market. To market.
He's buying
Um,
yet another
To
dude.
buy a fat pig.
You know, you can turn like 3 of them in to get some.
I think this is Joe's. Joe has this thing in any game that has cards, right?
Oh no! I'm going to be using these for over here later.
Okay.
He's not
But-
even naming some of them. He's like,
I
screw it.
gain 1 reputation. I gain 1 VP for putting something on the VP track. Or did you remove it for me?
Nope.
No.
Okay. And now I'm set up for later.
Nice.
I love how he's not naming some of them. It's just like, you are nameless, faceless drones to me. You mean nothing.
No, I forgot to name the
I'm going
longshoreman.
to. I'm going to be turning you in for
Oh,
victory
Bunny.
points.
Oh, this
You
goes in
mean
the
nothing.
archive.
He's a
of that belt.
longshoreman.
Yes.
Oh, they used it.
Old bunny's got a fancy
I
beard.
need a green, please.
He's a
No.
longshoreman.
If anything, he'd be Popeye. Do I make the reference, Dave?
Yes, but I would. If you were going to do
Starbuck.
that, he looks more like a Bluto.
Ah,
he does
yes, he
Popeye.
does. Yes, he
Ishmael.
does.
It's your turn.
That is
My turn.
That's just B.
BLUTO.
Yeah. Okay. No big fancy thing inside
Nope.
of the B.
You can put some umlauts over the U if you want to be funny, but
Let's
no,
see
only
here.
only she will know what it sounds like.
I
Coal,
took German
please.
for 2 years in college.
And it takes
So what's
that
an
one to
umlaut
build
sound
something,
like?
right?
Yes, the Zeppelin builds.
Okay, and what do I do?
Ooh.
What do I spend
So
to
it'd be
build it?
Bluto.
You
you
spend
need-
3 influence
Bluto.
and 4 of any resource.
Well, no. It's
Oh, no,
so it's
sorry.
the 4 resources your card requires to be built.
Yeah.
Okay, which I have.
Which you have.
Yep.
So you'd send
So
a meeple
go
there,
to the Zeppelin.
spend 3 influence of the general supply.
Alright.
Yep.
Now put the other ones back in the market or
Yeah.
stock, whatever.
General
Yep.
supply.
Gain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that in the game when you're ready.
Yep.
And which one are you doing?
You may wanna just hand that to Mike since Mike's
just,
over there.
Yeah, and just tell me where you want it.
Go
You've
for
got
top right hand
1,
corner.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Damn it!
Okay.
So we now also have a granary where you can spend
Influence
1
for a
influence
grain.
for a grain and a gold.
Oh, nice.
Here, put me in there. I'll take my grain. I'll take my gold, and the
You can have that
game
back.
will take my influence. You're grandstanding again?
No,
she's
she's
No, you
scooping.
I'm
scoop.
coming home.
I'm coming home.
I need gold. Here you
And
go.
there's no reason not to get grain with it.
And I haven't spent influence, so
Gold and grain. Scoop.
You're up.
Okay.
Now, I gotta admit, I was tempted to take that because then I could go to the treasury, get my influence back, and another gold.
Goodness.
Put me on the farm. Get a grain.
All right.
People are showing
I'm
this
going
to
to the
difference.
grandstand. I'm going to spend my influence on this one because
wait.
that's the one I completed.
So
I get
you gain
I built
5.
the
Five.
Zeppelin. I should have advanced this one.
Yes, you should.
4, 5.
Is there anything under
I
it?
thought
No.
somebody
Hold
did.
on.
Oh, no.
1, 2,
No,
3,
hold on.
4, 5.
Is there-
Hold up.
No, Richie, was there anything under that?
No,
too?
there
there
isn't.
There
Okay.
That changes things.
Yeah.
That
Because
moving
now there's a
upward?
reputation
Yeah.
on the line.
Yeah, I can get a free reputation if I can move the progress tracker.
Which-
I just don't remember how to move.
Scoring an
Scoring
objective,
objective does
will
that.
Does
Oh,
that,
well
yeah.
then fuck me. Then I'll do that.
That thanks, Dave. You're not my type.
You don't know that.
Influence to put on the reputation tracker.
Hold on, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
You guys, I gotta put one on here.
Yes.
Now I put one over there on the influence.
Yep.
And whenever you grandstand, you may gain 1 influence. Because of Alejandra, the
Reputation.
maestro.
1 reputation.
We are currently tied, sir.
Reputation.
Which would also
I'm unknown.
that also completes that for you, by the way.
Which also
He has to do a separate
Yeah, I have to do a
grandstand.
Yeah,
separate.
another grandstand.
But thanks for pointing out because I had plans.
All right.
You want
Fling me
grain
into
in
the
it.
granary.
Yes. Yes.
Gold,
Thank you.
grain.
Grain.
I'm bumping myself off the market.
What? Joe's not on the market anymore? Thousands of broken hearts.
I still have another assistant name, but I'm grabbing the treasurer.
Shylock.
Oh man, that's cool.
No, Hermes.
Either way,
Futurama.
you're up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you spend an influence, you get a VP
And a medal.
and a medal.
All right. To me, I will have some pumpkin. Thank you kindly.
Scoop.
So it's my turn.
Your turn.
I will now take my grandstand again
Oh,
and
yeah.
tell you how great I am by completing this.
Oh, I also gained
Yep.
reputation and a victory point. Sorry,
Go ahead
I
and
forgot
do
my
yours.
assistants.
All right. So there's that. I have at least 3 influence tokens on the reputation track.
Yes.
So I gain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
And I choose to put another one on the influence because of Alejandra.
From advancing the progress.
Yep. So move.
No, from grandstanding.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That.
Oh,
there
you're
you
the
go.
one with that one. Sorry.
But I did complete this, so that does move. The
I already
progress.
moved it.
Here, you
Okay.
got it for you.
We'd gain income. We don't have
Huzzah.
income.
You're up.
Fling me back on the granary.
I was gonna say if you're just replacing your token, you could just say going back.
Hey,
Hey, I'm gonna help you out.
Well, spend.
hold on, I gotta do my
Oh,
thing.
she's got. She got.
Yeah, you gotta slow down a minute.
Thanks.
Now, I'm gonna go to the granary
Sweet.
and spend an influence.
Give him a grain.
All right, Jesus. Clay. All right. To me, we're going to the Zeppelin. There is my metal, my coal, and my pumpkin. There is my 3 influence, and we are building the iron market.
You build. You gain.
Oh, so yeah. I
5
gain
VP.
5.
1,
I build.
2, 3, 4, 5.
We
Goes
move the
up by
progress,
Progress
tracker
by 1. Was there anything under? That was just 3p. Okay.
Okay. And I suck at taking the stickers off of these. Okay. But anywho.
Then you have a crate you needed to open for 39 as well.
No.
Oh, no, that's
have
right,
to
that's
Charterstone
Charterstone.
it. Yep. And I haven't done that yet. So there we go. The iron market is where you sell an iron for 2 gold.
You're up. Okay.
You will probably sell an iron for 2 gold.
That's I've got actually nothing to do with iron.
There you go. I bumped the tracker.
And it's where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
And I'm still thinking of a name for our innovator friend.
Good. You're good, Dave.
Sasha.
I'm thinking.
Marie Curie.
You're not helping.
No. I actually do like Sasha.
I go to the cloud port. I'm going to spend I cannot go to the cloudport. I will go to the iron thing. I will
Sell an iron
spend
for
1
2.
iron for 2 coins, please.
Okay.
Iron out your issues.
Aww.
You
I'm
spend
gonna
an
have to
influence,
scoop. People are getting
Get
low
an
on
iron.
influence,
and
particularly
you get a
Mike.
victory point.
I have to scoop because no one's my friend. Again, all that help I've given people.
Thank you, sir.
And I need a pumpkin.
One thing. leads
Pumpkin
to
for Jesus.
another. Pumpkin.
Okay, then to me,
Pumpkin cheesecake.
let's see here. What do I need for that? That's what I need. Okay. So
And we don't have any way of getting influence back yet.
I do.
He can, but we can't.
Yes, but he's not helping. so
I
it
will
doesn't
take some metal.
No.
Thank you.
Metal.
If I'd have known this, I would have named her Sharon.
Oh, I thought you were passing down. Never mind.
No.
matter. Okay. I have to scoop.
Okay.
She gets 2 gold.
2 coins. There you are.
Please.
I will go grandstanding. I spend
Hold
1
one of your-
influence for reputation track
That's this one.
there, so I gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then whatever else you're going to do from that.
Nothing.
Okay, cool, dude.
And this goes up by 1.
Yes.
Yes. Scoop. I follow suit.
Wood.
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 If I spend my last 3 influence to unlock my crate,
Mm-hmm.
then the next turn
You will automatically move the progress
That's what I
track
thought.
1. Yep. Although it doesn't take 3 to open a crate. It takes 2. 3's building a building.
yeah, that's what I meant.
2's the crate.
Which is going to open my crate.
No.
No, no.
No.
Charterstone is
Charterstone opens your crate.
Oh,
You need 4 gold and 2 influence.
Yep.
So you're short on the gold, barely.
Yeah.
that's fine. I actually planned on spending that here.
So spending
Here's
2
the 2
for
gold
Okay.
gain 1 VP for
that,
for the
and
thing,
then 3
and
for the
3
cloud board.
Larg. I wanted that VP. I've been denied that VP.
Dude, give up 2 dudes.
Oh, I will. Oh, trust me, I'm going to be using the cloud port repeatedly in a moment.
All right.
What's your
I'm
turn?
just-
So
I'm
Green's
just,
turn.
no, you said
That's good.
Yeah, she's
okay.
she scooped.
I just still need a little bit more gold so I can do everything I want to do in the same go. Fun times that. I'm going to. What are the odds you're going to use the granary to get your last grain and an extra gold on your turn? And help
Who
me
are you
out.
talking to?
Oh, you have to scoop right now.
Yeah, scoop. Yeah.
You don't need resources.
So the chances of that happening are slim.
Yeah,
A little bit.
yeah. So I might be looking at scooping again shortly. Don't like that.
Put it on one of the metals.
You heard your boy. If it's on a metal, he'll help you.
Regardless of which metal. Like,
Preferably not the one where you have to sell. I need metal.
no, I don't. I don't have metal to sell. I'm saying, does it matter if it's the influence spender?
That's fine with me.
Okay, then I'll spend an influence to gain 1 metal and 1 VP.
Here's your medal.
Okay.
Move your victory point to 10.
I'm gonna spend an influence to get a metal and
I already
And
gave
he
you.
gave you-
I already gave it to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Myself.
Me.
It worked out either
Metal,
way 'cause I
please.
was gonna go to Charterstone
I'll take the freebie.
or Grandstand if that was.
He needs the scoop.
Oh yeah, because you can score the one of every. Go for it. Plans are good.
I'm gonna bump myself. 1, 2, 3
Just to get another.
to go here.
Resources are capped. You
I
cannot
get 3
teleport.
victory points, please.
1, 2, 3. Which is a shame.
And that's it for now.
I moved to Charterstone.
Okay.
4 and 2. Crate 1.
Crate number
Oh
1.
man.
Well, let's do the other stuff.
You gain
First-
5 VP.
There we go, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's
You
a
move the
massive
progress, so you may put one of your influence
And
tokens on the
2
progress chart.
Yep, and I get 1 more VP for moving the
reputation.
progress thing.
Look at
Well, that's,
you.
yeah, that's progress. That's the reputation over there.
And then you'll get your boxes in a moment.
Yep.
Now you have
So-
1 influence left.
219, which goes in your box, is
That's
the
a persona
pumpkin
for
farmer.
Look at him, he's so dapper.
And 22.
With the pumpkin cost, you will gain gain 1 VP.
I love him. He's great.
And then 22 is the pumpkin market. That's 23. And 22 is the greenhouse.
So these are buildings you can now attempt to build.
Pumpkin market? What?
So she won't be able to build with this game. So she won't
Yeah,
have
she
that.
can't.
She doesn't have the influence. Right, enough influence to do it.
Right,
Yeah.
because she has no way of gaining influence back.
Yeah.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the treasury.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sell a grain.
And get a
I
coin.
get 1 coin. I also use the treasury, so I regain 1 of my influence tokens from the general supply.
There you
I'm going to grandstand, which is 1 influence, right?
Yeah, but it goes onto one of these.
He's
that
going
gets
for
complete.
1 of each type.
One of
Okay.
each type,
Yep.
and then that
So you
gets
get-
me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mhm.
and that's it, right?
No,
Yeah.
it moves
Moves a progress tracker, which
Right.
what are we
Income.
on?
right.
Is on income. Yep.
Okay, so make sure we're doing that right.
Now I'm done.
All right, to me. I'm going to the iron market, and I will have 2 gold.
You're up, yellow.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
That one. Yeah.
Okay.
Then that.
Gain
Okay, good.
Grain
and
of gold.
grain.
Okay.
Then
Me turn. I will go to the cloud port, and I will complete.
No, you
No,
That's
I'm doing that
grandstanding.
wrong. So leave him on cloud port because that's where he was. I'm going grandstanding,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm putting this on this quest that I completed. So
Three
I
on the quota.
gain
So
5.
you're red.
Yep.
So you go to 26.
And I could technically put an influence over there, but I don't have it. So
You have no influence.
I have
well,
no
you
influ-
didn't
Ah.
start your turn with
No,
that.
he's
Right.
spent.
I
for
spent
this.
my influence, but I don't have another influence to put over there. Is what
Right.
I'm
So you-
saying.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So as far
So
as
I
I
can
know,
sneak that 10
I'm
off of
done.
you.
I go.
But he
Mhm. Oh wait, and I move the token.
Yep, because you completed an objective.
So you spent your last influence
did.
for some steel and a
Yep.
victor coin.
And a VP.
You wouldn't by chance be planning on selling metal for gold, would you?
I'll be much.
Okay, good. Because you'd be doing me a favor, and I'm doing Mike a favor, and Mike owes me at some point. Because I've done him a couple of favors for no recompense.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, so metal for gold. And I will do likewise, metal for gold. Metal.
Everybody just want to
Yeah,
keep selling it.
Gold.
You're up. Okay.
That iron market, man. Doing great.
Let's see. So.
We're going to make Junko great again.
Zeppelin, if you want to build.
You sneaky fox!
I'll go there.
You finally realized what I was doing.
I does.
3 gold.
There's method to my madness.
I'm
Or
confused.
victory.
You'll see. Okay, so
A
first
victory point.
he
Well,
gets 3 for this. 1, 2, 3, and a bonus.
Yeah.
All right, you good?
He beat me to that
Yeah.
punch.
I can't do anything. I advance the track. Your turn.
You still get
Well,
to
you
place
still
workers
place
and
a
all that.
worker, and you still do something.
Oh.
The first thing you do
very
is
first thing
advance
is
it.
you have no influence. Advance the tracker.
Okay.
You cannot take any action that would cost influence.
Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
That would cost influence.
Yes.
Well, what the left to do then?
Gain resources.
What am I gonna do with resources if I can't?
Go to the market. Get gold. I don't know.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with the gold if I can't spend it?
Play the game.
You know what? I got it. All right, so here's a golden thing.
To prevent
I'll take
anybody
the
from
last
getting
dude.
that guy. For now. Okay. Rosa, you scoop.
Uh-uh.
I advanced the thing.
And she
Oh,
gets a
you're
victory
also-
point for advancing the thing.
Oh, and you took my reputation. Oh, I missed that. I was planning on that free reputation.
Well, I don't have any influence to use
Okay.
that, so.
I enjoy your slyness.
Yeah.
Well, that's a problem. Because now I'm definitely not catching you. Not that it was going to be easy for me to do anyway, what with a sneaky cloud port over there. I'm going to do cloud port, which gives you years back. I'm going to...
I got Geppetto, the assistant engineer.
I love him.
He's on a little building. I mean,
He's got a great house.
it's like a clock house.
I'm not
I mean, a
likely to
clockmaker.
wind up using the Charterstone at this point, which is sad. So Sasha can go back. These three are discarded,
So they go in here.
except there's no cards in the discard pile, which I believe causes a shuffle, which wouldn't matter because it would all go face up.
Well, there you go. Screw everybody.
Okay.
I will go... My influence will be spent...
Where did you go?
He's
The
on
cloud
the...
port. Cloud
Oh.
port.
For the reputation, I gain
3.
1, 2, 3 for the cloud port, an extra 1 for using the cloud port from Julie. I will place a reputation marker because I want that 10 VP at the end of the game, which nets me another VP.
Well, more accurately, you want the 10 by yourself?
Yes.
Could have shared. No.
Thank you kindly.
Right.
All right, to me, I'm going to head to the Charterstone. There's my 4 gold. There's my last 2 remaining influence.
What do you do at the Charterstone?
The Charterstone is...
What's opens right
I'm
here.
opening a crate, and I'm going to open number 39.
The card has a crate on it.
Has somebody given you your points yet?
No.
All right, so you gain 5 points
5.
for that. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And
we
those
advanced
advanced
the-
tracker.
We did it.
What was
Yeah,
under that one?
Nothing.
The
Okay.
influence part of the
So 39 says I open... Uh-oh. I have to read something.
Oh.
Okay. Read card 90.
Story,
Maybe.
possibly.
maybe.
Maybe.
So what you're saying is you want to be the coop of the game.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Unlock as much as possible.
No. Oh. Building cards, roll 9. The Forever King gave you some helpful blueprints, but architectural innovation can create new opportunities. The player who unlocked this crate may gain one of these buildings, 92 through 97, at random, and shuffle the remaining into the advancement deck. These building cards don't have crates on them, so when they're constructed, they just go to the archive. Junkyard, Shoemaker, and Portal. Okay, so 92 through 97. Let's see, 39. I gain card number 91 for myself, which is the drafting room. Okay, and then 92 through 97. 92, 93.
I thought you got one at
94.
random.
I do, but
That's separate from what you
that's
just
separate
read.
from
Gotcha.
everything else. 96, 97? Is that right? 92 through 97.
You gain 1 at random.
Yep,
May I be
so
the
there's-
randomizer?
You can. There's a windmill, a monument, a shoemaker, a junkyard, a pumpkin spicery,
Yes! Yes!
How appropriate.
and a portal. Okay. So you can shuffle
Shuffle
those
them
up.
up.
and I get one of them at random.
The rest go here, and we'll be flipping 2. Not that I expect anybody to go for that.
And then I also wind up getting card number number 304.
Probably another
Which is a
persona.
persona, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
It's Jimmy the Builder.
302, 304. Which would be an architect that will go in my box. Okay, I will take this one, and those go into the general supply filming part of that deck. I get the pumpkin spicery.
A monument? Yes, good. Portal?
2 influence to move the progress tracker, and a monument is 1 influence for a specific card type. I
Interesting.
think. Like,
Yes.
show me the rulebook, please.
So we can
We'll
look at the
that
icons.
symbol.
Well, what icon is it?
It's the
It's a card with a
blue
hexagon.
with the hex.
That is a constructed building icon.
Huh.
The one I have here has a handshaking icon, which is assistant. So if you go to the pumpkin spicery, you spend a gold and you get an assistant.
Nice.
So in this one, you would spend the influence, and you could take one of these cards, one of the building cards, if it's up.
Only
No,
if it's been
only
used.
only if it's been used. Only if it
It's
is a constructed building.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah, these
that
are
means it had to have
unconstructed.
been built.
these have not been built yet.
Once it's on the board,
Right.
you go here, you put the influence, and then you can take a face-up card that's a building.
That's already been
That
built.
it would have to look like that.
Once you
Okay.
build these cards
Then-
go in the archive.
What would you do with them in the archive?
You'd be stealing them to build them.
They,
Presumably.
They're already
I
built.
don't know.
No,
we will
like
find out.
you'd be stealing this so you could turn it in the Charterstone and
crate.
open the crate.
Get the crate.
I
So you
think.
can steal it from some player.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
it has
we
another.
will find out.
We will
I'm
check
sure.
It
it
has another. It has another image
But anyway,
for the ones with the
This
stickers.
one actually, the drafting room is actually the one where you get unconstructed buildings. You spin an iron, you get an unconstructed building.
Okay.
So-
We're only slightly confused. This is fine.
In due
Which is
time.
normal.
It makes sense.
All right.
But I have to put
So
this
you-
building rule.
It's your
in.
turn.
And that was my turn.
Okay.
You're up now.
Yep. And I need 3 influence, and then these
Make it
4
rain.
things.
I try.
What is that one?
The Zeppelin. All right. So you're going to the Zeppelin. He's
3
paying his
influence.
3 influence.
And the 4.
And it's 4 any resources.
Well, the 4 of these resources.
Yeah.
Everybody's
specifically.
in town now.
All right.
So you're gonna
no.
build
We're
that,
kind of
yeah.
like building. Let's build.
Let's go ahead and hand that over there to Mike so he can put it on the board somewhere.
Okay. Where do you want it?
Just
You
gotta complete
gain-
that triangle.
Do you have anything else that influences your VP gain?
No.
No.
No. So you gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go to
Okay.
24.
So it's my turn. I move
Progress
the
is
tracker. I take my people.
My turn.
Get a VP.
Move tracker. Hit my VP. And then we are gonna go.
Do these stay in our box at the end of the game?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
I have to scoop, and it annoys me because I can't catch up when I have to
Justin's up.
scoop.
I'm going to the Charterstone. I'll spend 2 influence, right?
Yeah.
2 influence and 4 gold.
And then 4 gold.
Yep.
To unlock a box.
To unlock
Unlock box
Number
2.
2.
So he gets 5 victory points.
And that goes in the archive.
And
Yep.
this moves. Justin, would you like to put one of your influence tokens on the influence track?
Yes. The reputation.
Yes. Sorry.
You will get
Number 2.
second, I believe, that way.
I think. Yeah. I was gonna say,
43.
He progresses. I can't build now.
Well, hold on.
Hold on. 43 and 44 go to you. So that is the Hoist House.
No. I had it. I just
Coal
didn't have the
market.
maple
Get what
for
you're
it.
saying. Just take your time, though.
And
Everything's pretty much the same.
and then you also
They're
get
particular
number
resource.
Yeah.
2.
Basically, the initial ones you build are related to your initial building.
Yeah.
Like I would have a lumber, presumably a sawmill or
And a
lumber
miner.
Oh. All right.
Okay. This goes into.
And that goes
The
in your
underminer.
box for now, because it would be something you'd pick for another round.
Yeah. And this is
And
garbage.
the miner literally is your character with a miner
Garbage.
shack.
Yep, it is. So this
Okay, so
You progress immediately.
yes, I progress immediately.
Oh,
and-
I will get to build because he starts the new round and everybody takes the same number.
Yes.
of
Oh,
turns.
Can I have
Well, let me.
What are you looking for?
the pimp?
There you go.
Oh,
So
thank
it's
you.
Mike's turn.
Yep, it's Mike's turn.
Do I name this one?
You can name him
You
whatever you
can,
want.
you can name it the same
Presumably, it's
person.
the same person.
Okay,
In your case, if you want.
If you want to name him something different, that's fine. I don't know who purple is.
That's me.
There you go.
Yes.
So you're going to spend an iron.
Oh, yeah, I
You
can
had-
spin an iron. Well, then bump myself off and.
Okay.
Sorry, Larissa, you go back.
That's fine.
Now you get an iron.
People.
I get an iron. Why not?
Richie?
You're up.
Okay.
So move the progress token.
Yeah.
Now scoop your dudes.
Yeah. Dudes.
There you go.
It's my turn.
Yep.
First, I move it.
Okay, this is now officially
This
the
is
last
officially
round.
the final round of the game.
The round started on Richie, so he's done for good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on.
Notice, you can't get
I
another
technically
VP.
have an iron, so I will turn my iron into 2 gold, please.
Okay.
Why not? Maybe it'll mean something at the end of the game.
Alright.
Now you're up, boss. Hey, you can't get your free victory point. That
Damn.
sucks. Pumpkins and grain. You can make like pumpkin bread.
My
Yes.
turn.
Here,
I'm going to the Charterstone.
enjoy.
Ah, pumpkin.
Spending 4 gold. My last 2 influence, I actually,
Everybody got
planned that
boxes?
well.
Everybody what?
Everybody got their first box open.
No, they didn't.
Okay, didn't.
3.
All right, number 3 says.
this
and
goes
This
in
goes to the
We'll give you
archive.
your
Get
points
5
first.
VP.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
And what
number
else?
3, you get
You got all those
card.
people.
Nothing, because that's not the cloud port. I was going to turn Turn these guys in for more VP,
58
but not
and 59, which would be the wood market and the lumber mill.
Hey, I was right. There's a lumber mill.
And then
Ooh,
number
wood for a coin and reputation.
258.
That ends my turn. And that is the end of the game after he goes.
After he goes. Yeah, but he
Yep.
has a turn, which could be relevant for VP. Because we don't know what glory and all is.
258. Carpenter.
I'm the
She's
only
so
one who
cute.
completed all
Yeah.
3 quests.
Yes, you are. Okay,
job.
for me,
Thank you.
I went for gold early, but it wound up not being the good plan because then we had buildings that also gave resources and gold. But I didn't know that.
You did what you could, man.
You bought
Yeah,
too many
yeah.
dudes.
I
But I'm
will
gonna be boosting up though. So
get money. Whoever's
okay.
For whatever it's worth, right?
Yep.
All
whoever's
right.
worth.
What does the rulebook say for scoring at the end of the game?
Okay, so end of game. Let's see here. Well, it's going to be whoever gets the most Yada points. Whoever has the most victory points at the end of the game. So
Yeah, but it's
So
assigned
now, end of game. I was the last player to go. So, reputation track, end of game. During end of game scoring, players with the highest number of tokens gain 10 VP.
That's
Believe
me
it.
alone.
Okay, so what we're
So
going to do
5.
this. We're going to do this. That's 4 there.
I went for reputation.
Okay, so
I gain 10,
you gain 10.
so I go up to 30.
Yep.
You gain 7.
7.
Where am I
1,
at?
2, huh?
Where am I at?
You were at
26.
26.
So I'm
So
at 30,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What's up, friend?
And 4
black.
for
So
1,
cheese
2,
goes.
3, 4.
Yep. All right.
I'm literally one cloud port turn in away from having 34. I ran out of time because I ran out of
What's the next step?
meeples.
Let's see here.
Does quotas do anything?
Nope.
And right now,
They did stuff during the game.
Right.
and we don't
So
know
we
what
have
how glory or capacity
I don't know yet.
do anything.
Oh.
Victories will do something.
So that is
End of game 1.
the end of game 1, which ends,
All right,
I guess,
so
in
a tie between Dave and Larissa.
Yeah.
So you both mark off a victory on your charter box,
Yep.
which is
Color in the
the
little...
Oh no! Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me look at something.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's something
Each
else.
star is worth 10 VP at the end of the it's at the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
So.
But how do I get a star in it?
yeah, that's
I'm
the question.
questioning
But
that.
there's nothing in the rules, so we might not be able to gain glory on the first game.
Give it a second. Go ahead and look through all your
Alright.
steps.
Yada yada. Stuff general supply we've already
Yeah, because
done.
that would change a whole lot of shit for me.
Oh, we did screw one thing up.
Oh.
At the start of game 1, everyone starts with $4.
Oh.
So they all should have started with 4 gold.
That actually
well.
does change a lot
That
of
would've
things,
changed
but oh well.
But oh well.
We're
So
playing
we're-
challenge mode.
We're playing on hard mode, folks. Okay.
We
I
worked
could've
our way
sworn I
out,
read
but now we're
everything
here.
off from that too. My
Yeah.
bad. Oh, but I had to go back because we were flubbing around with
Yeah.
tokens.
We're all broke apart.
Oh, I figured out how I screwed up. Blame me.
Dang,
Okay.
you had a lot of buildings out there.
We probably wouldn't have gone nearly as long, which may have impacted your free progress.
Yeah, because I would have
Be
went
big.
straight for the quota track.
Okay.
What, turning in 1 goal and the
I
3 gold?
immediately would have done 3 gold.
To get the plus the influence.
Actually, what I would have done was I would have gone for her, and then gone for turning in 2 twice.
Either.
Gotten an extra VP that way. Oh well.
So, I am guessing.
I don't know if we, is there a spot that has 12 glory on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Because if not, 1, 2, 3.
Why would there be a
4,
12
5, 6,
glory?
7, 8, 9, 10. If there's 12 glory on like 12 victories, maybe we were supposed to gain glory at the first game, but there's not one space that has 12 glory for its type.
Okay.
So presumably, glory is not something we gain yet.
Charterstone,
End of turn.
end of game scoring.
I'm surprised they don't have anything that talks about the boxes, like a little diagram that points at it and be like, hey, this shit does this.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay,
as I
so
said, it might be a mechanic that we don't have.
Certain things are scored at the very end, such as buildings and the like.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
So that's where certain elements of this are there.
Yeah, they do all say at the end of the campaign. Sorry.
We should have.
Well, no, each star is worth 10 VP at the end of campaign, but
How do you
victories
earn
you
them?
score a victory when you win.
Right.
Presumably that one is on the 10 because there's also 12
each,
possible.
People die when
each
they're dead.
victory is worth 6 to 8 VP
People
at the
die.
end of the campaign.
Yeah, so you guys go ahead and check off your victory because y'all,
Yeah,
y'all
'cause
did
how about-
So we
that.
got
Because what's the little?
Well, are you
people-
sure we don't earn anything bonus for victory
That's what
points?
I'm looking at.
Yeah, let's wait till we get that because we can't undo pen.
this is true.
Oh no, the actual scoring is done.
Okay, if you're sure.
I'm
For the round, yeah.
I'm quite certain.
Let me see the book.
For what it's worth, there you go.
This is just kind of a smearing trailer. I'm going to rewrite it.
I'm surprised I spent the least amount of influence to the game.
I only managed it at the very end.
I had 1 reputation, so like 3 people know who I am.
I spent a lot in reputation.
Someone's got to.
That's what I figured. Because even just standing on it did it on that one.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I feel like
I feel like Glory is a mechanic we just don't have yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing is ties are friendly, so you can actually win a tie. At the end of game 1, you will keep all coins, resources, and advancement cards, etc., and carry them into game 2.
Haha!
so. I keep all this.
Yes, all of that carries over to game
Oh!
You rich.
Well, that also. Advanced
Well,
knowledge.
let's see what else
well,
is going on.
Hold on.
I knew there had to be something going on.
I mean, we're all going to start game 2 with an extra 4 gold at that rate.
Not me.
Would we all be in agreement that since we didn't spend the 4 gold, we just start game 2 with it, or no,
fine.
because we screwed it up?
I would say no because we screwed it up.
I agree.
It would really,
Accept our mistakes.
it would really
Tiebreaker.
break game 2. I think.
No, totally give me my gold.
Time for a vote. All those in favor of just continuing on as we are, raise your hand at this point.
I'm actually fine leaving it as is.
Continue on.
Alright, I guess. No gold for us.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Do assistants
Is
stay
it supposed
too?
to start every game with 4 gold?
No,
No,
Oh,
just the first
what,
game.
what stays? Sorry. Resources gold, do
Resources gold. Well, your
advancement
card.
cards?
All
I
your
believe
cards.
they do. Yeah, any of your cards. if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
now I regret trading in my assistants.
But we're gonna check here.
Keep going.
Let's see here.
I mean, there's no point in
Gain
putting it in the
VP
box.
for reputation and with that icon. Okay.
Assuming these 2 come back out to play. And I will have all of the resources known to mankind. Except for metal. Oh, no.
Judging by the wood building,
Let me see
that
the
is a
rule
wood
book real quick.
cross.
I think we missed a rule. If anybody out there is watching and has played this game, tell us how bad we're screwing this up.
Slightly. Just slightly.
Okay.
What rule?
I'm just checking here.
Hand me the rule book and
Well,
I'll see if I.
the rule book actually has nothing extra for end of game.
Now would be a good time to step
Okay.
out for a cigarette.
Each player gains glory based on their position on the VP track.
What now?
Each person gains glory based on their place on the VP track.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's what I'm checking now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what the stars mean.
Yep.
Hold on. Don't.
Oh no, I'm gonna make assumptions here. All of the assumptions are being
You
made.
know what happens when you assume?
Because I want 3 stars. I don't know how the hell I got that
We
close.
missed.
to you guys.
We actually,
I really don't.
in true legacy fashion on this channel, we missed some cards. Because we missed the one that actually says using the Charterstone building.
Oh!
When the
How
first,
badly did this screw up everything?
probably not too bad. After the first crate is unlocked, which I did, extract card 14 put in the, from the index. So that is actually how to build a building. So that actually goes to the book now. Okay, so that says the bottom. You put number 15, right? Extract card 15. What it says at the very bottom of the card.
Yes. End of campaign value. The number shown below the building is the VP value at the end of the campaign.
Yes.
So those are on the buildings themselves.
Yes. So that's at the end of the campaign we get that many extra VP.
Cool.
The whole campaign?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Which is all
okay.
12 games.
This is a round.
Yes, this is one game of the 12-game campaign. Then there's one for Persona cards. Keep all Personas from game to game.
Hierophant.
Yep. Each Persona marked with the
Triangle.
with a black triangle icon is worth 5 to 7 VP at the end of the campaign. You will be told to mark your selected persona at the end of the game if you use it. So you have to use it to make it worth VP at the end of the campaign.
It'll give you an incentive to change your personas
Okay.
Every
Okay.
round instead of sticking with the same
once you've
one.
unlocked them.
Extract card 16. Very good.
I will be switching to
Well,
Continue
I'm not
playing.
the only one who screwed up. We'll put it
Yes. There
We're doing great. We're doing great, guys.
There were many mistakes. Mistakes were made. Continue playing until the token hits the last spot on the track, yada, yada, yada. Remember, if you run out of... Yes, okay. Players will carry all components in their personal supply from Game 1 to Game 2. So that's going to include people.
I wish I had known that because I wouldn't have turned those 3 people in. I would have split with Dave because I was going to lose anyway.
It's a hard.
Really, an Annie reference? Place this card at the bottom right of the game board in the guide slot post. Refer to the next paragraph when the final turn of game 1 has been taken, which we did. After game 1, extract card 17 from the index. Put this in the archive without removing its sticker. Okay, so now card 17.
So presumably we would have put the sticker there and then...
Well, no, we
overwrote
would
it,
have just
or-
put the card.
Oh,
like
okay.
that. So then, the new version of Rule 26, the end of the game. In-game scoring, in player order, gain VP for reputation and cards marked with an hourglass icon, which I'm assuming nobody has.
I do not.
No hourglass icon, and we did our reputation scoring.
You gain glory
Here's the glory.
based on where you are, based on your position on the track. Extract card 18 from the index and read before continuing to step 3.
Oh, good. More
Next.
information.
Yeah, like where do we spend glory or
Glory!
how is glory gained?
Okay.
Who made up this?
Glory is your primary measure of success in your quest for the Forever King to make you the leader of the village. At the end of the game, you will gain, at the end of each game, gain 1 glory per 10 VP earned that game.
Dope.
So I gained 3.
It
You
is
gained
the
3.
stars.
Wait.
If you make it
It's
past
the
the stars,
stars.
then you get.
So where do you put it?
He's getting there.
I'm gonna get there.
Just saying, you both have 3. I have 3.
By the looks of things, that will
You have
go.
3. They have 2.
Oh, it says mark those stars on your charter chest. You choose which stars to fill in. Where this becomes important is that the rest of these will you basically hamper your ability to gain glory for other stuff.
What?
So basically, here's the deal.
Read it out as stated,
so here's the,
and
here's
then
it.
just extrapolate.
But you mark those stars on your charter chest for your 10. But you choose which stars you fill in. At the beginning of each game, for each completed row of glory, you gain the listed bonus. So
You would
if you
gain-
fill these in, you gain bonuses.
Aha.
If you fill in the top 3, you either gain a resource, that's the top one, at the beginning of the game, you gain a gold, or you gain 3 VP.
Okay.
The next one would be remove 1 peril token from your character and keep it. We'll find out about those later. The next one would be place an influence on the reputation track. The next one is gain a minion. We'll learn about those later.
That's these guys, I'll bet.
Yeah, probably extra workers.
The next one would be place fill in 1 capacity on your charter chest. That's on the front, which I'm guessing that's what you get to keep at the end of a game.
After game 2.
After game 2, yeah. Gain an advancement card, or select and use 1 extra persona card.
Interesting.
But you have to fill the glory up all the way to get that bonus.
For that
Yes,
bar, yeah.
for that bar. And then there's a spot down there for extra.
How do I give to the capacity again? I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
You would have to
You have
fill...
to fill up you have to fill up this bar for it.
Okay.
So that's a way to gain 1 capacity, and presumably there are others
We
considering
already
there's
start.
12
Yeah, we already start with 1 capacity in each thing by the looks of it.
for after game 2,
For after-
because we
starting
keep
with
everything
game
for game 1.
Continue reading end of game rules. Okay.
Should we go ahead and spend our glory now? and then move on,
let's
or-
listen to all the rules first.
The player with the most victory points will mark their charter chest with the victory icon. So that's
We did.
both
That's
of you.
the trophy.
That's the trophy.
Use that pen, 'cause I don't think
Name
this
your
works.
charter and write it on the board. Okay. As a show of humility, each winning charter and inactive charter must now be named by the non-winners.
Rude.
Players will name the village itself later.
Oh, so
Frankly-
we now go around and name.
Frankly, for the naming scheme, that just seems silly. Why wouldn't we name our own charters at the beginning?
Because it would be funny to... You won, so we're naming your crap.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
You're
Eh.
the poop house.
Gather all of your player pieces. You will carry over all components in your personal supply from Game 1 to Game 2, including coins, resources, cards, and etc. Okay, extract card 19.
Presumably, there's a different one for after game 2, which says now you have to keep only what your capacity.
One would assume. Those rules go in the book.
This is cool. This gives you strategy.
Yeah,
It does.
it's
Capacity, rule 29. At the end of games 2 through 12, your capacity will determine the number of components you get to keep between games. You will discard everything else except for player pieces and persona cards to the general supply. Your charter chest shows your current capacity at 1 each. Be prepared to keep only one of each item from game 2 to game 3 and 4, and going forward. So,
That's what we always start with.
yes, you will, starting with game 3, we'll always start with one of each, unless we
If you've saved them.
If we've saved them and we have round
Oh,
stuff up.
okay. That's-
There are various ways to increase capacity throughout the campaign, but it's for resource tokens, coins, advancement cards, and minions. That will be rule 29. It says extract card 20. Guidepost, which will be going here. The wise Forever King offers guideposts to steer the village toward success. He still gives players the freedom to choose their own path, even if their choice displeases him. Guideposts offer a goal for any number of players to achieve. The current guidepost is kept face up on the board and is processed at the end of the game. Some game posts will have temporary rules for the current game. At the end of the game, any player or players who achieve the game post will gain 1 glory. Among those players, the player with the most influence tokens in their personal supply reveals the options on the guidepost. Roll the Charterstone to break further ties. That player will choose one of the options and open the corresponding crate. And there's icons for a happy king and an angry king. Take out card 21. Extract card 400, your first guidepost, from the index and read the exposed text. If you're ready to play game 2 now, reset everything and continue to play. Leave this card in front of the index for the entire campaign. It is the stop card. Okay, so this says card 400.
I'm gonna get some cigarette while they
If
get
you
this.
do that,
go for it.
and if you want to wrap up what will be this week's episode,
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Charterstone. We made a hash of things as we always seem to do, but that seems to happen no matter what we do
Yep.
when it's a game we're not familiar with. So go figure, the first game of a legacy game, we make a hash of it. But
of course,
we're moving forward as is. We're going to settle this quite nicely. If you're watching us on Twitch, we're going to reset and do game 2 after a brief break. But if you're watching on YouTube, expect the next episode to come up in, I don't know,
probably a week.
or 2. Depending on production cycles on the editing side of things.
So you and I got 3 glory.
Otherwise, folks, I'm your running the no, Mr. Joe.
You
I
can
was
phone
joined
3
by
times.
Richie, Dave, Larissa,
up?
Mike, and Justin, who went off to take a personal break. And thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again on episode 2 of Charterstone.